Welcome to episode number 89 of the 5 Letters podcast. It's myself, Yells. You got Bez alongside, you got Cam alongside. Let's get into it. The 5 Letters podcast. Yes, episode 89. Almost at that big 90. Bez, Cam.
What's up?
What's up, Cam? You right?
I'm all right.
You good?
Right. Yeah,
you good?
Yeah.
Sat over there, big coat on. It's cold.
Keep myself warm.
I hear you. It's actually chapping today. It's been like 5 degrees or something, which I'm not appreciating at all. Like I proper thought that spring was coming soon, and it's just like when someone goes to give you something and pulls it away. That's what it feels like the weather's been doing. It's like
We've really got tricked. There was like a good week where it was a decent
like 15
temperature.
degrees or something. Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
more than a week, but yeah, it was a good temperature. And then now it's just dropped like 4 or 5 degrees again.
Horrible.
It's March.
Yeah, man. March. I saw it was snowing up north apparently as well.
Oh my god.
So it's probably not going to snow down. Well, I hope it's. Do you know, touch wood. It's not going to snow down here, but like I know up north they got some snow up there, like settled snow, like some heavy thick snow.
Settled as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I could take some snow.
Don't. Just don't.
We haven't had a good snow in a while.
Nah, we're good.
So yeah, we didn't have snow this year really. We had like a couple bits of snow, but we didn't have
We don't need it. We don't need it. Why would we need it?
Because it's just nice to look at.
It's nice to look at. It's cold. Nah. Let's
it's not normally that cold when it snows. I feel like when it's snowing, it doesn't feel as cold. It's when it's icy and stuff. That's when it feels cold.
It definitely still feels cold when it's snowing. I promise you. Like, nah, we don't need snow. Is rain. Is like frozen rain. So if it's snowing, it means it's below a certain degree. Like, so we don't need that in the atmosphere for sure, but still down here because otherwise it would melt and it wouldn't settle.
Yeah, so, we haven't had really settled snow this year.
Dan, that's why I'm saying we don't need it. Like, let's just move on. Like, let's just not do that. But yeah, like, how's life? How's the 2 weeks been? Like, yeah, talk to me.
Yeah, it's been busy to be fair. I had quite a busy 2 weeks. I was in the office 3 days last week. Not last week, the week before last, which was
working hard.
A lot. That was a lot, man. 3 days in a row as well. I was like, this is techie. But after work, went to the Hippodrome one of the days. Went to a Chinese restaurant in there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the Hippodrome's expensive. Like the casino, bloody expensive. Like when I remember like uni, I go to one casino near the beach, and that was like, I think it was 50p, like to put a bet to place on roulette like numbers, and then it was £5 if you're gonna put like on odd or even kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how much the Hippodrome one was minimum?
20
for a number or 24?
24. Because you asked me the question, I'm gonna say 20 for a number.
No, so I mean there was two tables. There's £5 and £10 ones, which was the number.
Okay.
Minimum for the row was 25 or 50. So it's like, it was a lot. So yeah, didn't actually put anything down there because I was like, nah, not happening right now. But the food was good though. Good, nice little restaurant. And then went to a place called Sensors on the Thursday, which is an experience. It's a bit like an escape room, but it's an experience, and it's like it just tests your senses. So like the first room you go into, you have to put your hand in the cup and try stuff without seeing what it is and try and guess what the food is.
Okay.
Or what you're eating, should I say, because it may not necessarily be food.
Oh, God. I always hate, whenever I see stuff like that on like shows and stuff, I'm always like, I would hate to do that.
Yeah. I was nervous going in there. Luckily, I didn't get anything crazy. One of the guys did get a cricket or something.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm suing. I'm like, you will be hearing from my lawyers. How dare you?
One of the guys get crickets. That's pretty gross. But luckily I didn't get anything like that. I got like an artichoke with sweet corn, ginger, like nothing too bad. And then the next room you go into is touch, which you have to put your hand into the room is pitch black, by the way, so you can't see anything. Put your hand into a bucket and try and find the buttons, and you need them to get a code. and then you're putting your hand into a bucket with stuff in it. So
Mm.
I'm not gonna tell you what's in it in case you ever decide to go, but there's creatures in there, sort of thing.
Yeah, this is not sounding like my
The
bag.
creatures.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, but I do not think
That was a great time. It was
copying
good.
your
Creatures
experience.
that are alive and moving.
I cannot confirm or deny.
You won't find me putting my hand in a bucket with creatures in it.
I'll tell you, yeah, it's very like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is, and then what was the next one? Then you have a smell one, which was just going. You have to find the scents on soap, and then work out which ones. They give you like 3 different things. So there's lemon, mint, and strawberry. And just work out which soap smells like that, and then you just use that to create the code. And then once you get the code, then you unlock the safe. And then there was a like not charades, but kind of like charades. Like the guy gives you something on mic, and then you have to act out what it is, and then people in the room have to guess what it is. So like, I got Hunger Games, for example, and then I had to try and portray Hunger Games to them without being in a room without being able to say it. That's what I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they got it straight away. Yeah, they got it. And then like, I had Red Dead Redemption, so I had to try and portray that.
You know, good, because I was like, how would I ever do
This
that?
is
That's what
literally-
I was like, is there anything from that you can do? And I was like, yeah,
the 3.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking like charades wise. I'm like, if I do Hunger Games, should I do like Hungry Games, like sort of thing? But then the free
three
thing,
fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I thought I should do that.
Are you coming to the tree?
And then then there was like a massive ball pit which you have to go and find stuff in. And then like
Bazinga.
yeah, I was doing that. I was doing that.
Nah, that's still to this day probably my favorite Big Bang Theory moment.
That was so good.
That
Yeah,
had me like, I remember watching that for the first time. I was rolling on the floor. I was like, this guy is taking the piss.
yeah, we was doing that. And then the last one was like a Mission Impossible James Bond style thing, like lasers, and then you have to go through lasers and try and get to the other side and get the token at the end to unlock the safe. So that was a cool little experience. It was quite fun. And then went to Bongo Bingo or Bingo Bongo last night, which was it was a good time.
Oi, oi.
It was a good time.
Or just bingo.
It's bingo, but like exciting bingo, let's say.
Exciting bingo. Bingo is not exciting enough by itself.
You're embracing your age.
I've never been to bingo before, so yeah, it might be.
Bingo is an old people's game.
Yeah.
According to the streets, anyway.
Yeah. I feel like it probably is. This is a young people bingo. Then let's say.
Did you get bingo?
I didn't get any bingos. Nah. I didn't win anything. So they have
Shocking.
prizes and stuff. So like just random prizes. So like I don't know how people are taking these stuff home, but like, someone won like a air fryer, a Hoover.
Just got to carry it.
I'd leave it.
Yeah, that's true. Like imagine, because it's basically you're out, you're drinking. And
Yeah.
stuff, right? Yeah. I can't imagine going out to the club and being like, yo,
Yeah, exactly.
Now I've got to get this air fryer home.
That's all, yeah, because it's like in Clapham, so it's not even like, and it finished at like 10 or something. So it wasn't even like it, like if you're gonna go out after or something, because obviously you come out your waves by that point. You come out after. You don't want to go somewhere else, and now you're carrying. Someone won one of the wacky waving inflatable 2 men.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm not carrying this around with me after.
To be fair, if I won that, I'm going home. I don't care. It's
Take
fine.
it home.
Night's over.
What are you doing with it? Then?
I'm just gonna.
It's not fitting in this room. It's massive.
True.
Just have it outside the
I'll
front.
pretend I'm Bailey. There ain't no stopping us now. Yeah, jokes.
And then they had cash prizes as well, though, which was someone won $1,000 at the end. Which,
Ooh.
yeah.
Wow.
Drinks on me.
Literally, it was like £50 for the first one, then £100, then £150, and then £1,000 for the final one. So yeah, that person was loving life. Yeah, that's pretty much it there for the most part. Off the top of my head, went cinema once as well.
Fairs. We'll get into that later. What about you, Cam?
I went cinema also. Watched the greatest movie of all time.
I feel like you're trolling.
Yeah, I
It's
watched
Madame Web. Okay,
Yeah. That's the only thing of note that I've done, that I did. I'm living a boring life in 2024, doing nothing, just sitting in my yard, go watch a cinema, come back.
It's a good time.
I pretty much have to concur.
I enjoy it, but just to talk about it, there's nothing going on.
Not.
Yeah.
I pretty much concur. I haven't done anything of note in the last 2 weeks as far as without looking at my calendar. I will double check my calendar in case I forget anything. But I actually think like the last like month or so, for some reason, has been just super, super quiet, which is good because January and December were hectic as hell. Like December was crazy, and then January started off quite crazy as well. So it's good to wind down and have a little bit of time.
That's gonna try to be me this month. I'm need to have a wind down month because February was hectic for me. So
birthday month.
Birthday month. I need to chill.
But pretty much we're just chilling. So nothing really in my calendar more than so. So yeah, that was my boring 2 weeks. All right, let's get into our first song then. Right, what are we gonna do? So let's start off with the new Skepta. This one's Skepta and Portable, I guess, but I feel like that's a Nigerian artist. So I feel like saying it Portable is probably. But my next instinct is to say portable, but then that's just Spanish. So
Portable.
I don't know. So apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. But this one's Tony Montana, Skepta, and Portable, I guess. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Big smoke by tobacco. Tony Montana. Waco. Psycho. I want to explode. Fire out. Change out. Somebody pour me water. I dey on my own. Waka jaja make you know jam back.
I remember Mbati, a big pammy. Breakfast, lunch and dinner with drink Gary. Now they wanna snap pictures, I live flashy. Who gon' stop me, huh? It walk Belutani. Impossible, every day is a celebration. This one for all my people that couldn't make it. Spent nights on the blue mat in the station. I said no comment just to make a statement. How they hate me cause I'm winning. AP kicking, my rollie ain't ticking. One of 150, the whip that I'm whipping. Now they wishing they could've catch a man slipping. SHOKOLOKOBANGOSHAY Shokoloco bango shit. Anywhere I go, you know the gang them degrees.
And we are back. Shout out to Skepta, shout out to Portable. That one right there, that was Tony Montana. I think that's a single coming off of Skepta's upcoming album, man. Looking forward to that, man. He's been away for a minute, music, like in terms of rapping anyway. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing a full project from man like Big Smoke.
I'm looking forward to hearing Tony Montana in Big Smoke Festival.
That should be a vibe. That'll be a dancey one, like for sure. Cam.
Yeah.
You didn't really say anything about AJ Tracy at Rinse.
I don't know what to feel.
You don't know what to feel?
No, because I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know.
It's Rinse.
I know.
So you might. I don't know.
He might make me. I might be annoyed.
Nah,
I might get there. He might just do bare garbage songs, and I'm like, why am I here? Why are you here for me to be here to listen to your garbage songs?
Am I gonna hear Butterflies? That's what
he's gonna do. He's gonna do Thiago Silva,
yeah,
for sure. Because even Dave performs that, and Dave has bigger songs.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do Thiago Silva for sure.
Is he gonna do Spirit Bomb?
No, don't even get bothered get your hopes up. I promise you, he's not doing that tune, and he's not doing Nyla either. Even though Nyla's his best tune, I don't care what anyone says. But I'm a old fan. But he'll probably do Wifey Rhythm 4 as well. Like he's gonna have some tunes there that you're like for sure.
Yeah.
The focus. For our focus this week, it was the Crunchyroll Anime Awards yesterday.
This morning.
Oh yeah, in Japan this morning. Yes. So we're gonna just go through and talk about some of the winners. I just saw Chainsaw Man won the best new series, so maybe we can start right there. Chainsaw Man best new series over Oshinoko. I think that's true. Oshinoko. I think that's a travesty.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
I think that's an absolute travesty.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the list of them as well, and like for Chainsaw Man to win travesty doesn't even describe it, because like it's got
what's on there?
so you got Chainsaw Man, obviously, Oshinoko, Hell's Paradise,
Oh, okay.
Boki the Rock, which I didn't watch.
People love that one.
Heavenly Delusion, which in Japanese is Tengu Daimako.
Good try.
Butchering it. It's I think it's on Disney Plus though, that one. I think I've seen it. And then Zom 100.
Okay, so Zom 100, I really enjoyed the beginning, and then they started fucking about with like the release dates and stuff, and that kind of took me out of it a lot. But that was still a great show.
Yeah.
Oshinoko was a fantastic show in my opinion. I think that was the opposite of Zom 100, where at the beginning I'm scratching my head like, what's happening? And then it got really good, and then it did come down a bit, I can't lie. But overall, I would say that was a good show.
Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. It's one of them ones that I don't know how to feel. It's like it had all the ingredients to be good.
Yeah.
But I don't think I enjoyed it that much, if that makes sense.
It was decent though. It
Yeah.
was like, it wasn't terrible. I'd watch season 2.
I'll definitely watch season 2. And yeah, I'm not saying it was terrible, but it's like that wouldn't be my choice to be number 1.
Yeah.
But Chainsaw Man definitely wouldn't be my choice for number 1. Chainsaw Man was like the same thing as Hell's Paradise in that it probably had all the ingredients to be good, but I really did not enjoy that.
It was
like,
so
I
bad.
was like, this is not my
Even
vibe.
the animation it was terrible. Like, it shouldn't even.
All right, so I'm gonna be so mad if Attack on Titan wins this. So we got the stream on going as well, and so currently on the stream that we're watching is they're announcing the winner for best drama of the year, and the options are Attack on Titan, and I'm gonna be so mad if it wins. Cam's smiling because he knows it wins.
I mean, looking at it, it's not.
It shouldn't win.
It shouldn't win.
It shouldn't win.
I would give it to Oshinoko, but I haven't seen any of the other things. So
That's you have to give it
I
to
have
that.
to give it to, I literally haven't seen anything else, but I just know it's not Attack on Titan. But
It
it's Attack
shouldn't
on
be Attack
Titan,
on Titan, no.
Tengoku Daimakyo, My Happy Marriage, Eternity Season 2, and Vinland Saga Season 2. And Oshinoko. I haven't watched Vinland Saga Season 2, but I've heard really good things about that. And Season 1 was like slappers.
I know people like season 1 of To Your Eternity as well, so I assume season 2
was probably
was
good
probably
as well.
good.
And Oshinoko, for me, granted it's the only one I've seen, was the embodiment of a good drama.
Yeah.
Like, it was exactly that. So for me, that's what should win. Attack on Titan wasn't that dramatic to me. But,
It was trying to be.
yeah. But let's see. Cam's smiling because I think he knows it was Attack
But
on
like,
Titan.
yeah, it's such a popular anime that it's always gonna win.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah, it's a
thing.
fan
It kind
vote.
of has to.
It's
That's
a
what I
fan
mean by I'm
vote.
not surprised because I feel like
Yeah,
it's one of them ones that if it's nominated, it's probably winning because everyone loves it.
But this is why you don't let the fans vote because the fans are stupid. You just let me choose.
You had the option.
And
You had the option
to what? To vote?
to vote.
I
Yeah.
feel like Vinland Saga is probably the only one that has as close to
Close
as
to as
many
many
fans.
fans. And I don't think it's that close.
Yeah,
either.
no.
Nah.
So, yeah.
It's the next biggest one, but it's probably not close.
That's fair.
But
that's
it did win. It did
fair.
win.
Yes, I just saw that. Gutted. That's a really obscure category. Okay.
I think they have one for.
They have
every
one. Yeah,
single
so they've got
language.
best voice actor performance for English, Japanese, French, Castilian, Spanish,
Brazilian,
Italian,
Portuguese.
German, Arabic.
Okay, fair enough. Because I literally just saw, best voice actor for Brazilian Portuguese. I was like, excuse me? What? That's very obscure.
Yeah.
But okay, fair enough. What other big categories were there?
So the biggest one is Anime of the Year. Should we leave that to last, or do you want to go with that one, or should I go for another one?
So that's going to be Jujutsu Kaisen. So we might as well just talk about it now.
All right.
So what were the options?
So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, Oshinoko,
Mm-hmm.
Boki the Rock,
Mhm.
Chainsaw Man,
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer, Swordsmith Village Arc,
Yeah.
and Vinland Saga.
So
Season
Attack on
2.
Titan wasn't even nominated for
Nah,
that.
not for Anime of the Year.
So Oshinoko hasn't won a damn thing yet. So it's obviously not that. And I know
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen's winning this, but just to discuss my thought process here. I haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, but I'd probably vote for it. Just from the hype that everyone, like I've heard from like just everyone, from you two, from other people as well. Like
It's so good.
It's so good.
Did you finish it, Cam?
Yeah,
You finished it?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's crazy.
It is just nuts. Like,
But Demon Slayer, though, man.
have you even watched Demon Slayer?
This is why it's so funny to talk about like Anime Awards 2024. Like the anime I spent most of my time watching last year was Naruto. Yeah, exactly. So it's like I can really like struggle to even talk about like the newer stuff. Which is why I probably vote for Oshinoko in most things because it's the only anime I watched completed. Like.
Did you watch Demon Slayer Swordsmith? You didn't watch that either, Cam?
No, I've only seen up to the end of Mugen Train.
It was good, to be fair. It was good. Like,
I mean, everything after Mugen Train's been pretty good.
yeah, it was good. It was consistent with the one before. What was the one before? Entertainment
District.
Which that was sick. Actually,
That was good.
That was really good. So this wasn't. It wasn't quite as good because I think the level of the fight wasn't as good as that one. Yeah, but it was pretty sick still.
Okay. I actually saw something, so I'm gonna look for something that I saw the other day. But hit us with another category.
All right. There's best original anime, but I don't know any of these. So.
Original anime. No one cares about those.
Yeah, I don't know any of them. Here you go. Best fantasy. There's one up there.
Oh, best fantasy: Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Mashle, Mushu Tensei, Ranking of Kings, and the absent Magus Bride.
Ancient Magus Bride.
Oh, shame. Okay. I would give that to Mashle, you know.
Mashle.
My thing is, when like something can only be in a particular category and it's really good, I tend to lean towards it. So like where Demon Slayer and like Hell's Paradise
probably because it's the biggest one,
but where Demon Slayer and Hell's Paradise, whatever can go into there you go, Demon Slayer. But where they fit into other categories, like they're up for best anime of the year. Well, Demon Slayer was up for best anime of the year and all of this. And I'm like, I feel like this is the only category Mashle really will get any love in.
Wouldn't it be? I think it'd be in comedy.
Comedy as well, probably as well. Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have gave it to that and that feels more. I mean, everything's fantasy, but that felt very fantasy.
Oh yeah, it was wizards and stuff like that. Yeah.
And like
Potter,
most anime is fantastical, but yeah, that definitely felt like very fantasy. So I would give it to Mashle. Demon Slayer wins. Fine. We.
Yeah, I'd give it to Mashle. Although, I didn't like Mushoku Tensei season 2 as much, but yeah, I'd give that. Mashle's great, so I would definitely give it to Mashle as well.
Got me one in cream puffs. I was like, I don't think I haven't had one in life. I don't think. I'm like, I want to try this.
Okay, let's see another category. We'll go best. Let's go best animation. So we've got Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Mob Psycho 103, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Trigun Stampede.
I think it's gonna be something stupid and give it to Chainsaw Man, but
that would be imagine.
I could just imagine that. But no, I think out of those options, I don't know. Mob Psycho usually is sick.
Yeah, it was pretty good animation wise. I think that's the one thing they do have nailed down. Like, animation is normally pretty good in it.
But I don't know who won that one.
Demon Slayer.
Yes, this is a popularity contest.
I feel like Demon Slayer can deserve to win best animation because that's one thing I'll say. No matter what, like Demon Slayer's animation, well, from what I've seen, has always been good.
Yeah, I think between them and Jujutsu Kaisen, it's a toss up. Like either
I don't know. I feel like Demon Slayer's is more clean than JJK's.
True. Yeah, I agree.
But JJK's is obviously hype as well, and like the fight scenes are crazy.
Yeah,
but I feel like just everything about Demon Slayer just feels nice and smooth, and like the colors and all the things it's all nice.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's me saying it, the hater of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, he's a big boy hater of Demon Slayer. But yeah, I guess but I do still think that it's very much a
popularity contest
for sure, and that so we don't need to care about this one. So kind of like with the NBA when they do like their awards and stuff at the end of the season, they do a fan vote, but they also have players and coaches vote, and they also have people in the media vote, and then they apply different weightings to each of those. So I think the fan vote is weighted at because obviously there's way more fans voting. They weight it at about, I can't remember what the exact weighting is, but they basically scale it so that the fan vote doesn't overpower the opinions of the players and the coaches and everything else. And that, I feel, most of the time, not always, but most of the time, reins in the fans from their wild, the stuff. Because the fans will just be like, we like this player today, we're going to, go crazy on him, or, just vote him in or whatever. And then, the players and the coaches and the media will be like, no, but who's actually good?
Yeah, that's true. Because, I think football does something similar, but I don't think they weight it against each other. So I think they'll have different awards for each one. So they'll have the Players' Player of the Year. Then, the Team of the Year, the fans will wait for that one and stuff like that. So they have different groups and different awards for each one.
Which I guess this probably does have as well. Yeah. Or maybe this, I know there's other anime awards out there. So maybe this is the Crunchyroll one and this is just the fans. And then there's other ones where it's industry people might vote or be more involved in and things like that. But I'm with this, I'm I need people who actually know what they're talking about to go in. Or for example, I could vote on this, and we just said I haven't seen so I'd be looking at the options and be I've seen one of these, so I'm just gonna vote for that. And
that's probably why a lot of Demon Slayer is winning, because it's one that most people have seen. Chainsaw Man, which everyone probably watched because they thought it was gonna be so good, and then it sucks. But it's I've only seen that, so I'll vote for this one.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just
did everyone, was it universal that Chainsaw Man wasn't good? Because I never watched it.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
No, I think people were disappointed, but they liked it.
Oh, okay.
So I think people were expecting it to be 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I think they settled on 8 out of 10, for example. So so it's we were expecting this to be an all-timer. It's not an all-timer, but it's really good. Yeah. Whereas I'm I was expecting it to be good. No, I didn't know it was going to be an all-timer necessarily. I haven't read the manga or anything.
Yeah.
Manga.
But I expected it to be good from the hype, and then for me, it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
So I expected it to be, this was potential to have 8 out of 10 plus, and then end up being about 6, 5, 6. But other people,
I thought it was going to be an all timer, because the way people were talking about it, and they were talking about it for years as well. It was one that was hyped up to be really, really good, and then it eventually got to the point that we're going to animate it, and everyone was so gassed for it, and then it came out, and it was.
Meh.
The less said about that, the better.
Right, okay. So, give us another one then.
All right. We got Best Main Character.
Won by Monkey D. Luffy.
There you know.
But because it's a popularity contest. I saw this one earlier and I was
Monkey D. Luffy?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he even nominated?
Because his show's gone on throughout the year.
So is he getting nominated every single year?
Why not?
Probably.
He's probably
I'm winning every single year.
Every single year.
Up,
What other? I saw that he won, but I didn't see who he was up against.
So we had Thorfinn from Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Eren Yeager.
Oh God.
Shigeo Kageyama from Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Hitori Goto from Boki the Rock, and then Denji from Chainsaw Man.
It's annoying because he just wins. He does.
He deserves it. In that list.
The list, he literally just wins. Why are these the options?
You need to watch Vinland Saga. Thorfinn's a good main character.
Season 1 Thorfinn. You need to watch season 2.
Oh right, he's not cooking. Here it is. Yeah, he's not cooking in season 2.
He's not. Look at him. Look at him. You don't know that he's cooking in anything.
But look at Eren.
He settled down. Find himself a nice home.
Exactly.
Literally. That's funny because he literally has gone from that teenage wild that wild teenager to being a responsible man. It looks like a woman came along and made a man of him.
Oh man,
I don't want to trap no more.
Literally.
But where's
the group chat and tell him
what's his name? Where's the Itadori nomination, man?
He's not that good apparently.
He's not levels.
Crazy.
It's levels? You're not levels.
Well, the best supporting character, there are some JJK people in there. So you got Gojo. Yeah. Reagan from Mob Psycho. He's the elite teacher, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kana Arima from Oshinoko. Zoe Hange from Attack on Titan. Hanji, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hanji.
Power from Chainsaw Man. And then Suguru Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Geto.
It's gonna go to Gojo, almost certainly.
Yeah.
Because again, this is the popularity thing, and he's a sick character.
He
to be
deserves it
fair.
as well.
Does he?
Although, I mean, I guess you haven't seen season 2, but I feel like putting him in it for season 2 isn't fair.
I don't think putting him in it for any of them is that fair. Because even season 1, he's in season 1, but he's not in season 1 that much. I would say my man's the
Megami.
Yeah, he's more the supporting character.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I would say season 2, he's probably in it more.
Than season 1.
Yeah, as in like actual time.
Oh, I guess because of the
prequel.
Yeah, true.
Prequel bit. That's just all him.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel read out the names again.
So we got Satoru Gojo.
Yeah.
Arataka Reagan, who I'm pretty sure is the teacher. Kana Arima, which is that the redhead one from Oshinoko? Yeah.
The actress.
Hanji from Attack on Titan. Power, Chainsaw Man, and Ghetto from Jujutsu Kaisen. But you wouldn't really know who he is.
No, but these supporting characters are weird, man. Why is it Hanji from Attack on Titan?
She was big in the last episode, wasn't she? She shouldn't be
with her sacrifice.
Yeah, but shouldn't be supporting character.
I guess.
Like.
I guess they.
I think she was the best non-Eren character in.
You like Eren?
No, as in Eren's the main character.
Okay.
So other than him,
okay.
As a supporting character, I feel like she was the most notable in that episode.
In that episode, for sure.
Because like Levi does nothing.
Useless.
Mikasa and Thingy Armin are. Ugh.
Annoying.
But I feel like Armin's going through things, and that's what I was about to say. I was like, why is it Hanji? Yes, Hanji has like a big moment and basically sacrificed herself or whatnot. No, but basically she sacrificed herself. Yeah. But Armin has this whole like Mikasa. I don't care. Yeah. But Armin has this whole like he goes through like waves of emotions in those final episodes and not knowing what to do, not knowing what's going on and why, what the best approach is, having to like talk to his comrades and convince them of what the plan is and all of this sort of stuff. Like, I'm not saying he's better than Hanji, but he felt more important than Hanji for sure. But hey,
I agree. I feel like he was probably more main character in the.
I guess.
True.
Because Eren wasn't in it enough, really.
Yeah. Fairs.
Yeah, he wasn't in the final episode at all. Because he was inside the.
He was at the end.
Yeah, he was briefly in it when he spoke to Armin. Yeah, and that was about it.
It's not shit show, bro.
so bad.
The thing is, when we spoke about it after we all watched it, we said we weren't going to talk about it again, and look, here we are.
It's because whenever it comes up, we can't not talk about it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go best comedy next then.
Marshall.
You think Marshall? Okay.
Or Sakamoto Desuga.
That's way too old.
That's way too old.
I don't care.
We know it wasn't even that good. Only like the first 2 episodes was good.
Bro, at them 2 episodes.
They carried.
You're not wrong, but those 2 episodes, those are all-timer 2 episodes right there.
So we got Zom 100 is there.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Buddy Daddies. I don't know what that is. I'm going to butcher this one as well. Yurusei Yatsura. Marshall. Bucky the Rock and Spy Family Season 1 Core 2.
Ooh. I feel like Spy Family probably wins off of popularity.
Yeah. It's the only non-original one here as well. I feel like because all these other ones are Season 1. I don't know about Bucky the Rock, but every other one Season 1.
So I think Spy Family's probably won that off of popularity. But for me, it wasn't the funniest. For me, the funniest was Marshall. I enjoyed Zom 100 as well. But again, that Marshall was funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so if it's comedy, I'm giving it to Marshall. But I'm sure Spy Family won.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, Marshall was hilarious. It still is hilarious. It's so good.
Oh man, yeah, it's good. That's a good like a good comedy anime, and Marshall's definitely like good comedy, like good stuff.
I feel like when it's like comedy plus like fantasy or supernatural things, most of them are not that great. Like I feel like the last good one was probably Konosuba. Like actually laugh out loud. I'm dying from these jokes.
Yeah.
Like other ones, just like, oh, it's kind of funny and it's also kind of cringe at the same time. So, ugh. But yeah, Marshall does it good.
Yeah, because it just sticks to its premise. It sets up a premise and sticks to it. It's like Harry Potter but with muscles, and everything is that, and it's just funny.
It's just how he just does everything, just with his muscles, just like he's flying a broom with his muscles. This is like kicking the air.
Too much. When he dashes the broom and just jumps on it, I'm like, yo.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like this is the premise. It's a very simple. Well, it's not simple, but it's like a very easy, consistent one.
Yeah.
And then it's just how are you going to solve your problem?
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
And that's what it is.
And because you always think like, how is he going to solve this one?
Yeah.
How could he physically do this without magic? And then he just does it.
In the most preposterous way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny for sure.
Very good show.
And he doesn't even look that big. Like his muscles are not even huge.
Very good show. Yeah. If you haven't seen season 2 yet, I would recommend you start watching it because it's very, very good. Let's go. Must save character at all costs.
Oh, we saw that earlier, but we didn't call it out. So go on.
Okay, yeah. Must protect at all cost character. So we've got, I don't even know these people. Anya Forger from Spy Family.
Yeah. Hitori
Hitori Goto from Boki. Pochita from Chainsaw Man, which is a little orange chainsaw thing. Boji from Ranking of the Kings. Miri Unasaka from Buddy Daddies. And Suletta Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury Sunrise.
Mobile Suit Gundam. That still exists.
Yeah, still going strong, getting nominated.
From like 1969
Literally.
to now.
It's one of the OG animes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never watched it either. It's the funny
Yeah,
thing.
never. Not seen a single episode. There's so many anime like that where it's just like bare seasons.
Yeah.
Just a huge universe and I've just never touched it.
Never bothered.
Because it's too huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same reason with One Piece, my guy. You're
No,
This is exactly the
it's the
same.
same.
That's one universe.
It's
It's one long series.
It's one long series.
It's one long series. The only difference is that's easier.
Yeah.
It's not any necessary for me anyway. It's not any less daunting. It's just easier.
No, yeah, it's still very daunting task.
That's what I'm saying. It's easier because hey, I just need to watch this and then go next episode, next episode, next episode. Sure, but it's still gonna take me 15 years. like, and Gundam is exactly the same. Like, and Gundam actually is probably better because you don't have to watch all of it.
No, but
Like, I've seen loads of people saying on like forums and stuff and like on YouTube videos and stuff, if you want to get into Gundam, don't start from 1969 or whatever. Watch this series and go from here.
you could
And
have
you'll
One
be
Piece
okay.
if you want.
Nah.
You could.
Nah.
Because at least with Gundam, it's introducing like new characters.
Yeah.
And your new places, new spaces and whatnot.
Exactly
Yeah.
what One Piece is doing.
Nah, but you're still following
Still
the same
following
core
Luffy,
group of people.
yeah, the same.
Yeah. But then it's introducing new characters and all that around them.
No, but
you
if
don't know anything about the new current
then-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have flashbacks.
Nah, it's not the same. It's not the same. Right.
But then what's the other one? The Fate Stay Night. Like I feel like these kind of ones you just don't even know where to start because there's just so much going on with them, and it's like
I've watched Fate Stay Night Unlimited Playworks, which is like so obviously Fate is based on a visual novel.
yeah,
And this is like one of the endings in the original visual novel. It's like one of the paths that you can go down. And that was really good. And it made me want to watch other seasons.
mm-hmm.
And then I tried to and I was like, nah, I can't.
yeah,
Because it's just too much.
yeah. Because I think I watched one season. I think I might watch same season, but then I tried to watch others, and I just don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, because it's a very confusing premise just by itself is a very quite confusing premise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. It's a weird one. But I don't know. It's so weird because I'm like, when I think about like anime and manga, and then I compare it to like cartoons and comics, it's just so different. And I feel like the manga / anime formula is better than the comics cartoon formula.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because it's just more original content being produced. As in, like, when it comes to like, obviously cartoons, you have non-based on comic stuff. But if we're just talking purely things that are based on comics, and also just the way comics are as well, they're like retelling stories with the same characters. But with manga, you just got a bunch of people, and.
But isn't that what anime is doing though? If you're saying when a show
obviously the animes we're talking about right now, that is what they're doing. But you're right. You could have destroyed my whole point.
I was really confused. I was like, isn't that exactly what they do?
Yeah. In these cases, yeah. In these cases, yeah.
You pick up a manga off the shelf and you watch the anime. It's 1-to-1, pretty much.
No, that's not what I mean though. But I mean, I'm talking about obviously you have Batman stories, you know, forever.
Yeah.
But in anime, it's either one. Usually, with a lot of anime, it's either one story just told over hella years, or they're just writing something new.
Right. I see what you mean. Right. I think they still kind of do that, but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I guess that's what like kind of Fate, Stay Night, and them kind of ones that they do. They're just retelling the story of Gilgamesh and them man in different ways, and stuff like that.
That is interesting. Like, every time I hear about Fate, I'm like, it sounds interesting, but it's one of them ones that I just don't know where to just touch that and start. Like,
I think that is one where you can legit just start anyway, because it's the way it works is that they're not really connected. They are just literally different points in time, focused around one core thing, which is it's the Holy Grail War or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a reoccurring event that happens every 100 years or something, and then each story is just one version of that.
Fair enough. I can't find what I was looking for. Someone posted a tweet, and it was talking about the win rate of like anime main characters in like battle anime.
Yeah.
And I wanted to discuss it with you guys, but I can't find it. Like, because some people had surprisingly high win rates, and some people had surprisingly low ones. And I wanted to see if you lot could guess who had what win rate and stuff. But
I saw something about they were talking about Itadori, because they were saying he's a trash main character, and then I think this kind of thing was what they were saying, like he cleans up everyone he's fought so far, sort of thing. So I don't know if that was along the same kind of topic.
So it was pretty much that. He had the highest, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He has like a 90% win rate.
Yeah.
So something like that, which it was higher than everyone else. Like Goku is sitting at like 73, I think it was, off the top of my head. So certain man, but obviously certain man have way more battles. So like someone like Goku has, I think he probably had the most amount of battles. In the thing. So, but 73% win rate is not bad, not too shabby. But like Tanjiro had a high win rate as well, and I was like, oh yeah, from everything I've seen, he's pretty much.
If he loses, doesn't he just die? Like, wouldn't that just be the outcome?
No. He's lost before.
I mean, I haven't seen that much, so I can't say.
No,
but
he loses early.
Who does he lose to?
And the time when he's like with the girls at that what is it? When they go to the place where the Hashira were, like early, like at the end of season 1. Like that's after he gets murked, and he's like injured. And
who does he lose to?
I can't remember, but Zenitsu and my man Inosuke, they're training before him because he's injured because of a fight he lost.
I remember this.
I just can't remember.
I don't remember him losing.
Who he loses to.
He
Because I feel like he gets mashed up, but he still wins.
I think he.
Because like
But I
even
think
earlier
he
in the
lost that
season,
battle.
he's fighting with like broken ribs and stuff, and then winning, and then like getting just more broken bones, and then
But I think he lost that one. I mean,
the final fight was like against the spider guy, and then
He
he
won
whips
that.
out the flames,
Yeah.
breathing
Yeah.
or whatever, and he wins.
Yeah, because I don't think he won. I don't think he lost the fight in the first season. Except for like small ones, it would be where like he's like fighting against the Hashira sort of thing, and he just gets back, just gets pinned down. But then you obviously have like, technically he wasn't his fight, but when like the Flame Hashira jumps in to fight number 3, like that's one that technically he would technically it would have been a loss because. But
Did they fight? I can't remember.
He kind of jumped in later. Did he join? Did he
threw his sword.
He threw his sword after. But he wasn't.
Didn't do anything. He didn't do it because
No,
he was like,
wasn't.
"I'm just gonna get in the way."
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Off the top, I feel like in my head I was like, I'm sure he lost that fight, but in season 1, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, he's got like I think his percentage was like 88% or something high like that. So
Yeah.
it was quite high. But then yeah, like even like Deku was about 70 something.
And Deku gets beat up.
But losing fights, so, like to me, I'm always like, when do these guys lose? And then
I was
you think
thinking
about
this.
it.
I'm like, yeah, because even Goku, I'm like, when did Goku lose? Like,
Goku dies.
Yeah, but Goku
he kills himself.
He does kill himself. Goku loses to
Like he loses.
all right. So I think you have to consider also like situations where like they've had to fuse and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
true.
like-
Someone else jumps in and then
Yeah.
okay,
Like so, I'm saying like so Goku loses to
to Cell.
definitely. Goku loses to Cell. Goku loses to doesn't he lose? He loses to Raditz like early doors, pretty much.
Yeah, and then him and Piccolo go back in it.
Yeah, that's yeah. Goku starts off in Dragon Ball Z for L.
To be fair, he lost in Dragon Ball to Tien in the world.
Doesn't he lose to Krillin as well?
Nah.
In like in the tournament.
Krillin doesn't get.
Are you
Krillin
sure?
dies.
I'm
That's
not,
why he couldn't get wished back with the Dragon Balls and things. He already died.
Because he already died.
King Piccolo killed him.
right, but I swear they had Goku and no. When Goku's still young, I'm sure.
So he lost to Master Roshi
Mhm.
as Jackie Chen,
yeah.
and then he lost to Tien. But I don't think he beat Krillin in
If he
the.
beat, I'm sure there was a point where he loses Krillin or something.
No,
but
I'm
I'm
pretty
sure that was because the only reason I say that is because I'm sure Krillin's referenced it in like Super or something about how he beat him.
He
one
beat him the
time.
first time.
Yeah, and then obviously Goku's watched him ever since. But I think
I think you might be right, actually. But I don't think it was in the tournament. I think it was like when they first met, sort of thing. Then had
Right.
yeah, I don't because then they started training together with Master Roshi after. But I remember because he went to the final in all tournaments he's been to, and he lost to Master Roshi, who as Jackie Chen, and then that was when I think when he destroyed the moon because Goku went a Great Ape, and then Kamehameha the moon, and then he lost to Tien just about as well. And then I think he won the next one. Or it got written off because Krillin died.
Oh, fair. It's okay. But yeah, so yeah, Goku's got like he's obviously fought a high amount of battles, but he's sitting at about 70-something%. One that got my interest though was Boruto. Boruto, if I remember rightly, was on like 60%, and I was like, whoa! I was like, and Naruto was like 82. So I'm like, hold on, is Boruto getting like washed? Like
Probably. That show's terrible. Like
no, but that kind of made me interested because I'm like, if there's like some like. I don't know. It just feels more interesting sometimes when you're watching something where the main character could lose. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like,
There's
okay,
stakes to this now.
So I'm like, if Boruto's out here getting in like boots handed to him, like I might want to check in and see what's going on.
Was it a video or a list of?
It was a list. It was just like
Because I found the video that like I don't know if you've seen this format before, but it like scrolls through from 0 to 100.
No. Oh, we can check that out.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was an image on Twitter that basically that showed it. But do we have it? We can before we get into that. Is there any other categories? Bez?
It was Anya who won the Must Protect character.
Good.
She won that one.
Amen. Yeah, too cute, man. The girl's too cute.
Yeah.
Let me see which is the other one that we should go with. So we got best action. Do you want to have a look at that?
Go on then.
Best action is One Piece, Demon Slayer, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, The Separation, Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, or just Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's either One Piece or Attack on Titan.
Yeah, probably One Piece.
You lot are wrong. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking. Yeah,
straight up
fair.
ignored
yeah.
that you said.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's the only one that was gonna win out of those.
Yeah.
Like,
That's an elite list though. Like Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Bleach, Demon Slayer, One Piece. Like that's all the big ones, all the big dogs.
half of them.
Bleach
I mean,
is a big one.
it's an elite list in terms of name, in terms of quality. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I'm so annoyed.
Bleach.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just bad.
Is it bad?
It's good, but it's also bad at the same time.
Damn.
Really?
I want it to be better. I want to enjoy it more. I want to enjoy it more.
You're not
enjoying it.
13 anymore. You're not 14 anymore.
I
you
know.
It's life.
And I hate how slow it is as well, because there's been 24 episodes in 2 years. Man, come on.
Oh
that the
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is it.
You
This
found
is
it?
it.
Yeah,
You
I found it.
So yeah, like all right, Tanjiro is 88%. Yeah, Boruto 60% clean. Goku 73%. The worst one on obviously Saitama 100%. 44 wins, 0 losses.
44.
Yeah, I think it might be taken into account manga as well.
To be fair, he does do the
You
tournament.
say 100%?
Saitama? No one could be
Because
Saitama.
I'm looking at a thing that says 29%.
Saitama
Yeah.
29%.
I don't know what.
Who's he lost to?
It says lost to King and Bang in the game 81 times. I don't know what that means.
Oh, wait, stop. Let's not get into this because this sounds super spoilerific. So let's not do that.
It's not.
I'm pretty sure King
Actually, no,
is a fraud.
very,
no?
very minor.
King is a fraud, and it sounds like a video game that they played.
Yeah.
Loses.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I find it funny because King is a fraud, but he's very good at video games. And then him and Saitama play fighting game a lot, and King just whoops his ass every single
This
time.
person's taking a piss.
Soma's on the list as well from Shokugeki.
He loses a couple times actually.
He listed his dad 400 times or whatever. It was,
Oh yeah.
That's why he has a 7% win rate.
7%. Okay, whoever did this is on banner because you can't be including like these random like backstory
ones we don't
stuff.
even see, or the
Like the stuff you don't even see. 7%. That's crazy. But yeah, okay. So this one that I was looking at, yeah, Goku 79 wins, 28 losses for 73% win rate. Gon 10 wins, 4 losses, 71%. Obviously, he loses to Hisoka. He loses to a couple times I can remember. Deku about 80%, Ichigo 69%, because Ichigo is from that school of anime where you get beat and then you come back.
Yeah.
Like Kenpachi Zaraki, mash him up.
Yeah.
That was a draw. Byakuya, mash him up, then come back and fight him again. Naruto.
Didn't he lose to Renji even on the first?
Oh, yeah,
he got mashed up by Renji.
Yeah,
Renji of
Renji beat him bloody initially, and then Byakuya just did the finishing touches.
Renji got ruined. in that
Renji,
show.
He was
the worst character in the whole show.
Renji got like he comes through like such a G.
Yeah.
And by the end of the main series, I don't know what he does in this bit, but by the end of the main series, I'm like, why are you even here?
Bro, I think him and all the other like captains who had like fights early suffer from the same problem in that they just seem so much weaker than the guys who haven't shown their true powers yet.
Yeah, and I'm just it's just absurd. It's absurd.
I love how like Renji's still about as well, like trying to do stuff. And he's
Literally
still-
supposed to, he should be
What's
the
that, level?
strongest
You're not
lieutenant
you're a bum, yeah.
out of everyone. He should be the strongest lieutenant because he's the only one who has Bankai. But
Ikaku.
nah,
Ikaku for sure.
He got
He
ruined
has
as well.
Bunker
he's
got ruined.
not a lieutenant though.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's
he-
number 30.
I feel like because he's I feel like after the initial fight with Ichigo, and then he fought was it Espada he fought? Where
Yeah.
he releases. Yeah, I feel after that he just did nothing.
I feel like he's not about like he's not main like Renji though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
sure.
feel like when he's there
He's on
and
job.
him and Yumi Chika,
They're
when
on
they're
job,
there,
yeah.
they do stuff.
I
sure.
don't feel
Every
like he
single
has.
time.
I don't feel like he has because they had. I
There was the bit. Okay, without getting into the 1,000 Year Blood War, when Aizen invades Karakura Town or whatever, he loses the fight deliberately against one of the was it the Espada? No, it was the one of the 10, innit?
Yeah, the 10 is the Espada.
The Espada, right? So yeah, he loses the fight against the Espada deliberately, and the bear guy has to come and save him. So, but it's true to his character.
Yeah.
Me. So I don't know. I feel like Ikaku's fine. I feel like
I expected because I just feel like he was one that gave me a lot of like I love this guy, and then he just didn't really do much with it, and that's why I feel like he got ruined a bit. Whereas maybe it's different from Renji, whereas Renji's about and just annoying, whereas Ikaku's not about enough and should be doing more. I feel like
that's true.
Ikaku's not about enough for sure, but like when he's there and he fights, he usually does well. But it is annoying when he sticks to his principles and loses for no reason. Like, so that's like the guy was like, why would you could have died. And he's like, I would have died, it's fine. I was like, no, win the fight. If you can win the fight. Stop placing limitations on yourself.
Why did he because he didn't use his Bankai?
He didn't want to use his Bankai
because he didn't want everyone to know that he's strong.
Yeah, because he was like so the time he used his Bankai, no one was there, and this time it was all the captains, the head captain, all of this. He was like, I don't want anyone to know that I have this. So yeah, he didn't use it again. Mash up.
But that's just squad 11 things, man. Best squad, man.
So Naruto, 71%. Asta 90%. I didn't know he's out there like that.
Yeah, Asta's about it. Asta doesn't really lose too much, to be fair.
That's just the show.
90%. He's just
it sounds like anime's made a big turn though, because now main characters don't lose. Whereas as you said, that school of Ichigo where they get battered. Like Luffy's probably going to be like 60% on there as well.
I feel like that's better though.
Yeah, for sure.
Losing and then training and coming back.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Losing all the time winning all the time is not great.
Although Itadori 62%, I think that's the. Yeah, Itadori 5 wins, 3 losses. So he hasn't fought enough, but yeah.
Because I guess I'm trying to think who he actually lost to. I guess if Sukuna comes in, that's a loss then technically to him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he loses then. Yeah.
Boruto. Well, yeah. No, your assessment is wrong because Boruto 60%, and that's a newer anime as well. Luffy's on 61% though, for sure.
Boruto is off the same back of Naruto, so you'd think he'd be similar.
He loses even more. The highest one on here though, man, like Natsu, 92% win rate.
Damn.
Well, other than Saitama, obviously. 50 wins, 4 losses, man. Them fairy tale wizards don't play.
Yeah, literally.
It's because it's childish though.
Yeah.
Like, they can't have him be getting beat too much. Like, it's too childish to have the main character losing.
Yeah, because he gets beaten, and then his is like, when I get beaten, I just get back up and...
Bro.
Yeah. Power of friendship.
I tapped out of that show from when the man ate the god fire.
Because that pissed me off as well, because they specifically said he wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like... Sometimes they say stuff like that as foreshadowing. Like, for example, if they said, oh, it's dangerous, or I wouldn't advise it, and then he went and did it, I'd be like, cool. But they specifically said, it's impossible.
Yeah.
You can't. And then he did it. And I'm like, oh.
And it makes sense. The reason why it's impossible makes sense as well. It's like, this flame is stronger than any other flame in the world.
Yeah.
You cannot eat this.
You're a
because
slayer.
This flame is stronger than you.
This is a god slayer.
You're a dragon slayer. This is a god slayer. You can't eat this fire.
Exactly.
And he said, I'll eat this fire anyways.
And then power of friendship to explain it.
His explanation was, I drained out all my fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then I could eat this fire now because it wasn't mixing with my own fire.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, which is just stupid.
Pure nonsense.
I liked Fairy Tail though.
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah.
It was fun. If it was on Crunchyroll, I would watch it.
It was on Netflix. I don't know where it might have.
That would be a good go to sleep anime for me.
Yeah,
100%.
Sure.
That's why I was watching the guy's new one to go to sleep.
Yeah. Is that? I watched the first season. It was very Fairy Tail, exactly like Fairy Tail.
It's literally Fairy Tail. Got happy and everything. Got the Russian says. Everything.
Oh yeah.
It's literally the exact same.
The man can't write a new story. He just takes
if
characters
it works,
everything from other shows.
If it works, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, he's selling copies. Luckily.
Right then. So, this video that you found, Cam, was there any other people in there that really look? Obviously, and it's obviously a bit more nonsensical, but I'm not.
I think everything else was fairly similar to what you said.
Okay. Soma being on 7% is a violation. Because the thing is, he does lose as well. Like, he loses to quite a couple people.
He only lost once, I feel like, in the show.
He loses the 3-way.
Yeah.
And that's the only time.
From what I can remember.
Doesn't he? All right. Who else does he? Doesn't he lose to the other guy? And so the Indian guy wins the 3-way.
Yeah.
But the other guy, the angry guy, doesn't Soma lose to him 1-on-1 before that? Alice's little apprentice, or like a brethren. I feel like they have a 1-on-1 one,
and he lost.
And Soma loses, and then
didn't they drew, didn't they? And that's why it ended up being a 3-way final.
That's possible. That's
Well, it says that he has 37 wins and 498 losses. Obviously, 490 of those losses go to his father.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 37 and 8. So it's not that. It's pretty good still.
That's definitely a decent amount. 400. His father would be whooping in there.
Literally.
It's crazy. Wait, doesn't he lose to when he first moves into the dormitory? He challenges like the top dog in his dorm.
Yeah, he gets smoked. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
The guy that like gets naked.
Yeah.
Did you just have Vegeta?
Sorry?
No.
No, it was just main characters.
Oh, well,
Vegeta must be like Owen.
100% losses.
Yeah.
It's 59%.
Oof. Yeah.
That's the Prince of all Saiyans.
But it's got Yamcha on here as well, 63%.
Oh.
Wait, Yamcha's got a higher win rate than Vegeta.
But he's got nowhere near as many fights. He's
Still?
only got 20, and Vegeta's got what? If I can math quickly.
That is crazy.
Nah, Yamcha needs to pull up to Bulma and be like, you need to leave that pussy or be my girl. Look at the numbers.
You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, look at the numbers.
Nah, Toriyama has blood in his hand. How can he put Vegeta down? Like, everyone loves Vegeta, and then he just makes him lose every single time.
That's hilarious. 59% for the Prince of all Saiyans.
Less than Yamcha. That's crazy.
No, but Yamcha was fighting regular humans and Vegeta fights.
So he still
aliens
loses. He fought Cell
gods.
Juniors. Not Cell Juniors. He fought the Sabermen.
The Sabermen, yeah.
Yeah, Yamcha wasn't about Cell Junior time, but yeah, he fought the Sabermen.
You got battered.
Didn't like all of them die?
Yeah, he got blown up like instantly. That's the meme where he's in the crater, just like fetal position.
Just smash up. Oh man, Vegeta being lower than Yamcha is all time disgrace.
That is, yeah. To be fair, in Dragon Ball, Yamcha wasn't that much of a bum like he is in Dragon Ball Z.
I don't think it was a bum at all. I haven't seen it, but again, I don't think it's fair to call him a bum in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, no, true. He was a normal character. He was a normal character because he was also dating Bulma. He
had his wolf fang fist.
Yeah,
man, put some respect. Like I haven't even seen Dragon Ball, and I'm like, come on.
Yugi Moto. 87%.
That sounds about right. He loses Pegasus early doors.
Oh yeah, he does.
Loses to Kaiba eventually. One time.
Is Kaiba on there? What's Kaiba's?
He's not. But Jaden Yuki is 94%.
Yeah,
he's barely
94%.
used, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds about right. That guy just does it allergic to L's. Like, he takes no losses. Like doesn't even come close to losing more time.
Literally.
Like, that guy is just too.
He comes close to losing. His deck is so garbage.
Nah, I feel like Yugi was on the ropes more times. Like
and Heart the Cards was saving.
Yeah, Yugi was like pulling like shit out of his ass, whereas Jaden like.
I feel like Jaden just never knew that he was losing. He just had a positive attitude the whole time.
Nah, I feel like with Jaden, you always knew he was about to draw like a Neospatian or something. You knew it was coming, or like he was about.
He didn't even have that for most of the show, though.
True.
Or the Elemental Heroes were gonna do something like he's gonna.
Or you knew he was gonna draw polymerization,
and then Fire Flame Wingman was gonna take away everything, and it's like it has some next power that's gonna like the Blade one, the gold one,
Blade Edge.
Yeah, Blade Edge, which was trash in real life, but
yeah, I had Blade Edge, just garbage.
It was so because it's a 9-star monster.
His deck was so bad in real life.
Yeah. I think I had his deck as well. It's like Avion, 1,000 attack.
Deck is useless. Like Elemental Hero deck is so garbage.
I thought the Neospatians were pretty poor in real life as well.
They were
actually thinking about it. If you don't have all the fusion monsters, the deck is useless.
The cards on their own, and then you need Neospace as well to keep the fusion monsters out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But in the anime, he was too much.
Fair enough. Well then, unless you guys have anything else to say about anything else.
We got Blue Lock this year, no?
Was that
we?
not nominated for anything? Oh no, that was the year before, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, it's been that long. Hey, because it's World
Season
Cup
2
coming,
coming.
wasn't it?
Yeah, hype.
That's got to win it next
hype.
year. Everything.
Everything.
Taking everything next year.
Clean up.
Ooh. Yeah, is there any other, like, because obviously we got Bleach, the final part is coming this year
This
as
is
well,
the
isn't
final
it?
part.
Oh, well, it's part 3, I think. It's probably not the final part, but I kind of hope it is because I want to know what happens, but
I don't think it's. I feel there's a lot of chapters, and I don't think it can be covered in 20. There's only been 24 episodes so far.
Are they planning to finish it? Is that?
I hope they're planning to finish it because if they started it back to not finish it, I'm annoyed. Because the only way I consume this arc is by watching it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But yeah, is there anything else coming this year, Bez? Is that what you're checking?
yeah, that's what I was just going to look for. Yeah, Blue Lock. I'm just looking at
Golf
when Blue
anime.
Lock's coming.
I might have to give that a try.
We don't have any like sick golf animes, do we? I love a sports anime.
Golf. Who wants to watch that bullshit?
Come on,
Get
man.
outta
Sports
here.
anime are elite.
I feel like sports anime for sports that I don't care about are better than like
Telling me you care about basketball.
I don't care about basketball, but I could care about basketball.
And
I will never care about golf. I will never care about like free running races or whatever.
clearly you will never care about football because you're
I
on
love-
the Blue
but
Lock hype with the rest of
Apart
us.
from Blue Lock, I would never watch a football anime.
But the closest thing to Blue Lock is Kuroko.
But I don't.
Like in terms of like vibe and everything, the closest thing to Blue Lock, like
100%.
Haiku is hype, but for a different reason. Like Kuroko is probably the closest thing to that.
No, but the issue with Kuroko is that it feels real and fake at the same time. Blue Lock just feels fake 100%.
I think Kuroko just feels fake 100%. The guy comes through and he doesn't miss threes. Like there's nothing realistic about
No,
that.
but that's my issue. My issue is that they're playing the game normal and saying this guy just can't miss threes and saying that's normal. Like Blue Lock, they're locked in the institute. They're doing weird things. Like this is not something that would happen in real life. And then on top of that, these guys are crazy fast. He's shy, super shy, but he will wedge you off the ball every single time.
Yeah.
Like I can allow that. A man who is invisible on the court, like what?
But that's what I'm saying. It's clearly not real. That's how the show starts. The show starts like, okay, this guy goes invisible. This guy doesn't make threes. This guy can copy any move when he sees it once. Like, it's
But that aspect of it is, of course, not real.
Yeah.
But everything else around it, they treat it like it's real. And that's why I don't like it, because those two things are... I feel like if they just said, this is an anime where it's basketball, but they all have powers, I'd be like, yes, I'm here for this.
But I think the good thing about Kuroko is that not everyone has powers. Like, every team has their guy with power. Like, the main team kind of has two. But, like, the main characters, there's two of them. But every other team has one guy with one power that they have to overcome. And I think that's what makes it good. If the whole team had powers, it would be chaos.
It would be Galactic Football.
Basically,
Exactly, yeah.
And Galactic Football was hype.
And to be fair, the whole team do have their abilities. It's just not as OP. Like, they have the one guy that's super OP. Like, he makes threes from everywhere. He just if you give him a shot out of three, he's gonna score. Like that, he's super OP. But then his teammate, I can't remember what he does, but his
The
teammate,
eagle eye.
yeah, that's it. His teammate just sees everything on the court that's happening on the court, and it's just he knows where everyone is. He knows how to make a pass. Like, yeah, it's not as OP. It's not as sick.
Yeah.
But it's something. Like, it killed me when their guy on Seren when it was like, oh, Kagami's a tiger and
He's a wolf.
yeah,
This guy, he's
and
a cat.
He's a house cat. But it's because he had good reflexes as well, and it was like he's not as ferocious and intuitive D's up, but he's got something, and that's exactly what the supporting players in each team was. It's like, all right, you're not a complete demon necessarily. You got that dog in you a little bit. It might be a chihuahua, but it's there.
Is there?
Well, to make the show better, or for me to enjoy the show more, you just take the main guys with the crazy powers, and you lock them in an institute, and you say, we want one team out of all of you guys.
Watch the movie.
Fight it out.
Watch the movie.
What's the movie about?
The movie puts the Generation of Miracles onto one team to face off against some American basketball team who are basically gods.
Yeah.
So you have all the main characters who have their powers versus these
Dudes who literally just beasts. Like one guy's big, strong, can't get off the ball. One guy dunking from everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dunking from everywhere.
Literally just jumping and dunking.
He's doing the Michael Jordan stretching his arm.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Space Jam. Yeah, so Blue Lock is what, the only thing coming this year then?
There's a couple next season, but I think we spoke about this recently. Like the Slime is coming, Konosuba, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, we did speak about this.
Yeah.
There's a few bits and pieces coming.
Yeah, there's not really much though. Like my minutes used to have like a section which said like when it's not got a date on it yet, it'll be like, oh, it's coming at some point sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that now.
No, fair.
So yeah, I can't actually see really, unless maybe it's not logged in or something.
Works.
Yeah, technology not works anymore.
Not in wax.
Wait, best character design. Chainsaw Man. Who wins this? I guess Chainsaw Man's got a chance of winning this. Well, yeah, come on.
There was a second Chainsaw Man,
He's the op.
Yeah,
and he's also a Chainsaw Man.
No, he's a different type.
it wasn't a chainsaw, was it? It was like swords or something.
Swords or something.
Okay.
But he basically was, the same, but it was just a different weapon.
Oh, power of friendship.
The power of friendship is serious.
It's very strong.
It's very, very, very strong.
I know, man. All these shonen animes were using that.
I saw someone saying the other day, they were like, oh, shonen's become more seinen over the years. And I'm like, not really. I was like, some shows are definitely darker than than previously. But you also have some shows that just flat out not.
I feel like the big ones are a lot more
Dark.
and bloody and stuff.
Yeah.
The reason why I'd say they're not seinen, or even more seinen, is because they have just pure nonsense. Like, the fights may be a bit darker, a bit bloodier, but everything in between is just pure nonsense.
True. Yeah, for sure.
Like, when you compare that to, like, Parasite, there's no nonsense.
Yeah. There's no nonsense. It's just straight torment.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's when I was...
That moment was sick, actually, in Oshinoko. I was like, oh my god.
She channeled.
She completely just turned into the woman, pretty much. Did you watch it? Did you finish it?
I didn't finish it, but what was it? His sister?
No.
The actor from the TV show.
One who was getting hate.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was crazy. What was I saying?
About the darkness and the nonsense in between.
Oh yeah, I'm rewatching Demon Slayer. I'm like, yeah, when they're fighting, the show's very good, but then as soon as they stop fighting, they start talking. I'm very unhappy, and I wanted them to start fighting again. Like when they after their first fight together, like Inosuke and Tanjiro and Thingy, they go to like a hot spring or something, and then Nezuko comes out and Zenitsu sees her for the first time.
It's the
and
power
tries to beat up Tanjiro. It's just, that episode's just a bunch of them just chasing each other around. I'm like, why does this need to be a thing? Please get moving to the next fight, please. But yeah.
I hear you. I definitely hear you. But that's just how it goes, man. You gotta have some downtime. Same way a harem anime's gotta have a beach episode, you know?
Bleach episode.
Beach.
Oh, a Bleach episode. But that's just more of the same, just in a different setting.
Yeah, but it's downtime. So instead of being in school, they're having downtime.
Jujutsu season 2 didn't have any though. That was like,
Nah, yeah, that was just
that
was mad thing.
Stop talking about it. So I need to watch it. Stop spoiling me.
I feel like My Hero didn't either the last season. There was no downtime.
No.
Yeah, that was very, very serious the whole way through.
Yeah.
And that was probably the most serious season for sure.
Yeah.
Because people almost dying, Deku going rogue.
Almost dying. People died.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. But I was talking about Bakugo. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did die.
I thought it was going to be. I thought it was cooked. I was like, no, Kachan, you're meant to do the Sasuke. This is not. You're not meant to.
Wait, when did he almost die?
When he saved Deku.
Yeah.
From what's his face? I can't remember his name. The main villain.
Shino.
Oh yeah, that
Shigaraki.
fight was
Shigaraki,
crazy. Oh yeah,
That was mad.
Yeah, I thought he was dead too. I was like, what? I was like, I thought he was dead, but I was also like, there's no way he's dead. He can't be dead. Just for the show, he can't be dead.
Nah, I thought he was cooked, and I thought he was cooked. Just the way it happened, I was like, is also because at first, obviously, I thought they were going to tell the Sasuke Naruto story.
Yeah,
and then it became obvious that they weren't going to do that. So I was like, what are they going to do with this kind of rivalry thing that they have going on here? And I really thought it was going to be like Deku finally acknowledges. Bakugo finally acknowledges Deku as like
his equal,
yeah.
And sacrifices himself for him, blah, 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 and that fuels Deku to go on and be a G. So I really thought, and I think that's what they're doing anyway. But Bakugo doesn't have to die.
Yeah.
So
it's funny because I saw on Twitter a couple maybe a year or so ago from the manga where they had the same thing happen with Kachan, and everyone was saying he's dead, and I didn't see anything after that. So I actually came in thinking he was going to die at some point into the show, and now I'm like, yeah, he's gone, and then like, okay, no, Whew, it's all right, he's good.
Did I tell you a lot about the spoiler that I got for? I mean, I know I told you. Did I say to you?
My Hero.
You did, yeah. No, Jujutsu Kaisen, wasn't it?
Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what the spoiler was, but yeah,
it was a big
something
one.
was spoiled for me in
For
in 3 different ways. It was spoiled for me.
Oh, ouch! For this season.
This season, like it was spoiled for me time ago because I looked up something and I found out, and I was like, "Calm, that's going to happen at some point." Then it was spoiled for me when it actually happened because I wasn't watching it like. So I was like, "Okay, cool. Now I know exactly what episode it happens in."
Ouch! Yeah.
Then it was spoiled for me how it happens as well, and I was like, and then I watched the episode. I was like, "God damn it!"
This would have hit so much harder. Yeah, hate when that happens. For sure. Like, yeah, it's horrible scenes, man. I feel sorry for you. But yeah, let's get into our next song. Let's shout out to Ghetts on this one. I think we'll do this. So Ghetts dropped his album On Purpose with Purpose. Absolute banger of an album. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play Mount Rushmore featuring Kano and Wretch 3-2. This tune is just bars for days, man. So yeah, take it in and we will catch you on the flip side.
Mama know you cringe when I make out like we was poor. Like I only had a meal or two when it's really 3 or 4. You my Don the West man, Phoenix your core. Sons hardly live with dads, but who's needed more? Dad, I know you cringe when I make out like you weren't there. Like I only ever saw you Christmases and New Year. Men will be men, what I witness ain't too rare. You're still my nigga if you care. Yeah. Granny probably watching over me in disbelief. Disappointed in me every time she see me. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, I'll be perfect if I practice what I preached. It was a lack of TLC that made me creep. It was a sister with a voice that made me weak. It was a child of destiny who made me free. Now I couldn't stop the sugar babes, it made me sweet. Have you ever picked a rose?
And we are back. Shout out to man like Ghetts, shout out to Wretch 3-2, shout out to Kano on that one track entitled Mount Rushmore. Like I said, yeah, bars on top of bars on top of bars, man. That's one that you need to like listen to and then go back and listen again and then go back and listen again and then go back and listen again. Because yeah, just deeper things for real.
The watch list.
But yeah, for this episode, we're going to get straight into the watch list. Yeah, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, go for it.
I watched Madam Web
Yeah, you've been eager to talk about
twice.
this. Twice?
Twice? Yeah, she got.
Yeah. I watched it twice
In the cinema?
in the cinema. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my Lord.
I mean, obviously, it cost me nothing, so I
Yeah,
can do
because you
that.
have a subscription, yeah.
But yeah, so I watched it obviously last week,
Mhm.
last week Monday, and I missed the beginning, and by the end I had tuned out, so I don't know what happened in the end,
Oh, my God.
and everything in between wasn't great, but I had a good time, and so I went back again
Oh my god.
to see the beginning, and I realized that I missed like 2 minutes,
Mm.
and to see what happened at the end, and. Yeah.
I feel like that always happens when you miss the beginning of the movie. You're always like, no, I feel like I missed a lot. And then you watch it and it's like you missed 90 seconds.
Yeah. With the Mugen Train when we went to watch that.
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because when the movie starts at 8:00, the actual movie starts at 8:40 or something.
Yeah.
So you get
Yeah.
there at 8:45. You're like, oh, I've missed so much. And you've missed 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And also because it doesn't like when you jump into start a movie and it doesn't feel like when you get there and it feels like it's deep into something, but it's actually that's just how this movie starts.
Yeah.
It's like, are you're not? I doubt you're planning to watch that.
I am
movie.
not.
What about you, Bez?
I'll probably watch it. I wasn't going to, but I feel like you now watching it twice. So kind
But
of.
he's not saying that you watched it twice because it was good and it's worth watching.
He had a good
Yeah.
enough time to watch it again.
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I had a good enough time to go back and watch it again because I wanted to see what happened. Because I was like, when it comes out on like streaming services, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not sitting down to watch it. So I want to know what happened in the beginning and what happened at the end. So let me go watch it again. It wasn't nowhere near as enjoyable the second time around.
I'm not surprised. I think part of the fun of watching a bad movie the first time is the novelty of seeing its badness.
Yeah.
Like once you know all the ways it's bad, seeing it a second time is just not as fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was meant to watch that and then watch the Argyle afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
After I finished that, I was like,
I just wanna go.
I just want to go home. Yeah.
I need to lie down.
So I just went home and I was like, yeah.
Okay, maybe I won't watch that then.
But I don't know. I need to watch Morbius so I can compare it. Because if I can say that it's better than Morbius, then you'll go watch it, right?
It's a very low bar.
It's a low bar.
Very,
It's
very
true.
low bar.
It's true.
It's morbid.
If it's worse than Morbius, then I'd be definitely not going to watch that. But if it's better than Morbius, there's pretty a chance I would go. But
Nah.
Morbius.
You actually have to watch the movie because there's one thing about the movie that is just it's so bad, but it's just you know what ADR is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The villain seems to be ADR'd throughout the whole movie.
Why?
I don't know. But his mouth movements do not line up with the words that are coming out of his mouth.
Yeah,
It's so weird. And it's just him. Everyone else is fine. But he'll be on screen and his mouth, it looks like he's saying the right words.
yeah.
But it just doesn't quite fit. And the first time I was watching it, I was like, this is weird. Is this me? Then I saw someone online saying, yeah, he seems to be ADR. Then I went back and watched it again. I was like, he definitely. Like some scenes it looks all right.
Yeah.
And then also I noticed is that sometimes when he's speaking, they just have the camera on another character who's just looking at him when it could be on his face.
that's so annoying.
Were they going for like their old school kung fu movie aesthetic?
No, I don't think so.
Because that's the only way I can make sense of that. Like, that's strange.
And Peter Parker's in the movie, so yeah.
Tom Holland,
No.
Tobey
Peter Parker.
Maguire,
I said Peter Parker.
Who plays him?
I said Peter Parker.
Andrew Garfield.
No.
Who are you talking about?
No one. I'm just saying Peter Parker's in the movie, innit?
What, a picture of him?
The movie's set in 2003.
Oh, a child.
A baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's born. So is Aunt May in the movie?
No.
Or his parents?
Uncle Ben's in the movie.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Oh, Sasha Banks.
Oh, and his mum's in the movie as well. Yeah.
Okay.
It's boss time.
Yeah, she posted a picture of her and Megan together.
I saw that, but I didn't realize she was presenting. I thought she was just there for vibes.
And bap, 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 bap. Been
She's to
watching-
come help Bailey, man. Bailey's not having a good time right now.
I saw she's been turned on, isn't it?
Mm.
Naomi's back. She might come back as well.
Yeah, nah, she's having a good time in Japan, clearly, as you can see.
Yeah, true.
Because she wrestles in Japan as well. So. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah, anything else, Cam?
Nothing new. I've just been watching NCIS, which is getting a bit jarring.
I can imagine it's got like 25 seasons.
No, it's not that. It's just. Do you know the goth girl?
I love her, so tread carefully.
I liked her too.
Right.
Before watching every episode.
That was a joke,
Back to
by the
the-
way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
you
I
took
said-
that a bit. See, like your
I
face
said
was especially.
like. I said what?
No, when I said I love her, so tread
Oh.
carefully, your facial expressions was very serious.
Then he's like, whoa.
And yeah, neither of
Because
you. So
I couldn't tell.
I'm just. It was a joke.
I don't know
Okay,
who
cool.
she is, and I don't.
That's fine. It was a joke. Go on.
I liked her as a character when I had like seen like bits and pieces of the show.
Yeah.
Now that I watch the show full time, I'm like, this character is terrible.
Really?
She's so annoying. She's like, yeah,
Maybe
I mean-
I'd have the same opinion, but she was so like watching bits and pieces, like you say. She was so fun. She's like one of the more fun parts of the show.
I dislike her for that reason. But it makes sense. Like she plays the role that she plays, and it makes sense in the setting because obviously everyone else is more serious because they're more like agents who actually go out and solve the crimes and whatnot. She's a forensic scientist who just sits in a lab and plays with her toys.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also so jarring because she just doesn't. She stands out so much. Like whenever she's in a scene, you could just she changes the vibe, and it just it makes me feel weird.
Sounds like you don't like goth people.
That's what you heard. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, that's
I
what
was
I've
like
been
her black
watching.
makeup.
Yeah.
Like
All her tattoos.
Wesley Snipes in Dobie Menace.
Yeah.
I hate you, black makeup, your black hair, your black boots.
But there was no thingy episode.
Solo Leveling
Solo Leveling.
was fuming. Logged
Yeah.
in last weekend to watch it, and it's still 7.5. I'm
Same.
like, are you kidding me?
7.5. So just recap.
Did a recap.
Recap on 7 episodes. Like, are you
So
taking a
annoying.
mick? 7 episodes.
I hate when they do that.
Is Undead Unlock finished? There was no Undead Unlock.
There wasn't one. I think it's not finished yet.
It's not finished yet. It's 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So I think 12 has dropped now.
Oh, because I checked.
I
checked,
checked. Yeah, I checked on
like,
Tuesday
yesterday.
or Wednesday. Oh, you checked yesterday. It wasn't there. I saw it on Watch Cartoon. I mean the on the internet.
Man's just baiting up the high seas, like yo. Not a very good pirate there, mate.
I saw it on the internet somewhere.
Yeah, because I hadn't finished the last week's episode, and I went to watch both of them back to back, and then it just ended with the one from the last one's episode 11. Weird.
It's good stuff though.
Yeah, enjoyable stuff. But yeah, that's me.
I'll go next then. So I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, the cartoon for the most part.
Sick show.
It's great. It's such a
Great
good
show.
show. Such a good show. Like, I feel like that show was just they nailed everything perfectly. It's so good.
It's almost like you should just, when you're remaking it, you should just retell the story.
Exactly, literally.
Don't
Cause
change anything.
Don't change
Don't change
anything
anything.
because it wouldn't be bad. It's it was such a good show. I think I'm on the last 4 episodes or something. So Zuko's just come over to help out Aang and start firebending, teaching him. That was the last episode I saw. So yeah, it's even the character progression, everything. It's such a good
It's
show.
so good.
And I did start watching the Netflix one, the live action. And when I'm watching them like back together, I just like, it's so bad. Like,
How much did you watch of the Netflix one?
I watched maybe 2 episodes, but the voices actually aren't too bad. Like, they're annoying though, for live actions, but then I feel like they've
That's just the actors' voices.
yeah,
it's just different to
Yeah,
the-
I feel like they've managed to actually. They
It's
sound
because
similar.
They do sound similar, but they also feel younger
Yeah,
because obviously the actual actors are younger than the
yeah,
actors who play them.
exactly, yeah.
For sure.
But I feel they voice wise, I feel like they actually kind of did well with it. But as a show, it's not very good.
The soccer film, he feels more serious to me in the
live action. Yeah, he doesn't have that comedy element. Yeah, he didn't tell any jokes. Like Sokka was a great character, but yeah, he's annoying in the live action. I found.
Yeah,
it's got a bit of and he was able to fight. Like I was seeing, because again watching them back to back. Like when the Fire Nation Zuko and that come to get Aang in the first episode.
Yeah,
Sokka in the cartoon runs over to defend it and go away, and then just gets kicked into the ice. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the live action, he was scrapping with Zuko.
Yeah.
And he's like...
Fighting with Zuko?
Yeah.
Preposterous.
I had to look up the big word.
Nah. Because seriously, there's no point in that show, in the animation, where Sokka could throw hands with Zuko. No, there's not even at his best day.
Do you not think?
Zuko.
Yeah, like...
There's not a single moment in that show that Sokka could throw hands with any of the benders. Like any of the main characters.
Yeah.
Like some of these dibby like foot soldiers, henchmen, sure.
True.
But these top level Martins,
True.
Sokka's not throwing hands with Zuko. Like I promise you.
That's true. Oh yeah. Because the episode I watched earlier today was one where they go to get the dad, the Azula's dad, the Zuko's dad, when the eclipse comes.
Yeah.
And then they go on into the base underground and stuff, and then they're like chasing Azula. And then like they make a hole in the wall where she's got one of the guys from Ba Sing Se with her, so they're fighting between them, and they're all just like jumping through this hole, and Sokka's there like climbing up, then climbing back down slowly, like falls on the floor. He's
what
like
I'm saying.
No agility whatsoever. Like he's yeah. But yeah, in this movie he's like literally scrapping with Zuko basically. Look away, both of you. This is a key moment, so yeah, you don't want to see this spoiler.
Couldn't care less.
But yeah, the show is very good. The animation one, the live action one is not very good. And then I went to cinema. I said earlier I watched Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc. Terrible.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah.
It was it wasn't terrible, but my issue of it was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
It wasn't needed at all. It was hour 45. An hour of it was telling the end of the last arc that I've seen, and the rest of it was just talking. There was no action whatsoever. Like there was a bit of action, maybe like 5 minutes or so. So I had 45 minutes of just them talking. The bit that Cam said earlier that is annoying. So I thought it was a really bad movie.
But is it because go on?
Sorry, is it Hashira training arc as in them training to be Hashira, or just training with the Hashira?
So it's them training with the Hashira.
Okay.
So it's
they're not there yet.
I don't know where the story's at.
True, but
so they're not. So it's them. Yeah. So they're basically the Hashira are training them to fight the top demons, and they're also training themselves in this by fighting a whole bunch of the Demon Slayer core people.
Yeah,
they're getting stronger in that, doing that as well. Like as its arc, I think it'll be very good as a show. Because it's definitely leading up to something.
Arc for a movie doesn't make sense.
No, not at all. And it doesn't show me the training arc. It shows it stops right before they start training. So it's literally between the end of the last one to when they start. So they kind of start training with some of the other dudes, but then like Tanjiro is in a bed, unwell to train. So he's healing still, so he can't train. So all we see is a little clip of them training some random no-face people.
Yeah.
And then I say it ends with a little bit of them training, but it just felt very pointless. And I think because obviously the Swordsmith arc wasn't that long ago. It ended maybe 3 months, maybe last season, 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's very fresh in my mind as well. So watching it, and it was
just seeing something you've already seen.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm seeing it again. I've seen not so long ago, and it's like this is so pointless.
Yeah, I hear that. I still obviously have to watch it at some point, but or maybe not in movie form. Maybe
I would say wait till the arc comes out, because the arc will be good, I reckon. But in movie form, and it's like because they're gonna tell the story in the arc, so there's literally no point. Because it's like, I'll say unless it's like they're gonna cut it out of the actual show, and you have to watch the movie to then lead into the show. Then
which is what it should be.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, of course, that's the way to do it.
Because I say that makes sense to watch it, but in this case, there's not really any point to watch it. And then I watched Wonka, the new Chocolate Factory movie.
Oh god,
it was quite good, I thought.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
You both seen it?
I saw it when it was in cinema.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I'm
actually.
I'm sure I mentioned it on the podcast.
Probably. Yeah, I didn't expect that to be good.
I didn't either, but no, it was actually quite good. I enjoyed it. And then I watched something called Can I Tell You a Secret, which was a documentary on Netflix about some dude who started stalking these females and sending very weird messages to them and like kind of started taking over their lives and creating accounts of them and sending their messages to like their partners' dads, their friends' dads, and just kind of like doing all this kind of stuff to get into their life and just cause them issues. Like this one woman did like some suggested photos with a photographer,
Mm-hmm.
and then he messaged the photographer like, "Oh, this is my new number. Can I have the photos you took of me?" And then he sent them to the person, and then he sent them out to other people. She's like, "How? There must be a photographer. Who's this guy?" Like, da da da. It was very dark. It was very weird.
Documentaries scare me, man. Like, well, this is why documentaries like that and all these true crime stuff. I'm like, it's just, I don't want to know that these people are out there just going crazy.
100%. Like, I like them. I like the way they're filmed and stuff. I find them quite interesting, but at the same time, it scares me as well. I'm like, nah, this is just so tapped. I can't believe it.
I think I'm weird. I don't feel fear. I just find it entertaining because I'm like, these people are insane, and I likely will never meet an insane person in my life. I hope I never meet.
Hey.
But,
okay.
Or at least
you live in a very well-populated city, by the way, also, and that's one thing I always think about it as well. Is that like we live in one of the more denser cities and places in the world. So like in terms of being able to just run into every type of person, we live in one of the places where you could run into every type of person.
But I feel like these people they have a face on. Like when they're out with people, they have a face on, and whatever they're doing behind closed doors, I won't know. But this kind of sheds the light on what people kind of do behind closed doors, and I don't know. I find it more interesting than I do like fearful.
It's interesting for sure, but yeah, like it does make me think sometimes of like just who I could be interacting with or who people I know and love could be interacting with out there on these mean streets, and that is it's not a nice thought sometimes.
Even just because they had like the voiceover when they're like messaging, he's like, "Can I tell you a secret? I really like you." And, like, that's how they were talking on the messages. It was just so creepy. Like, it was very creepy.
Is this guy? He's locked up.
He is now. I think he's locked up now. Yeah. He had 8 years, I think, and it was reduced to 6 or 7.
Did he actually do anything like violent, or was he just stalking?
Just stalking, and like he's sending very weird messages, and then like there was points where he was like, "I can see you. I like that blue t-shirt you're wearing," sort of thing. Like, so he was stalking in person as well.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually violently do anything. But they caught him because he logged into he had an account, and I think he accidentally went on live or something, and like there was just him like showing his face, and then going back in. It was like,
we know who you are now.
Yeah, that was literally what it was. But he had priors as well. So then he went. I think he went to prison for like a year or two. Came out and then started doing it again.
Yeah, people
So,
tapped.
Yeah, proper. Like there's no coming back for him. But it was interesting. But it was very creepy, very very creepy. And that's. I've been watching Death Note as well. So
I'll take a chip.
Elle just died. Oh, it was such a good show.
Stop! Just stop.
I should just stop here.
Show's over.
Show's over.
I have to. I literally have stopped when, N has just come in and they kidnapped the daughter, and I'm like, I've stopped now. I'm like, do I need to?
Show's over. Light one.
Like,
just forget about it.
Oh man, it was such a good show. It was so good. Such a good show.
Yeah.
But that's me.
So what have I done? I've not been to cinema, but we talked about Saltburn last time. I think I mentioned Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. I finished that. Also, I think I mentioned that last time anyway. Finished Zone 100 finally after all the nonsense.
What did you think of it?
I thought the first half was better than the second half for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good show. I think I gave it like 4 out of 5. No, I gave it 3 out of 5. Damn. But yeah, but I think part of that, the fact that it's 3 out of 5,
The break.
is because of the break and the
Yeah.
foolishness with the scheduling. I think if it just went all the way straight through, I think I probably would do it 4 out of 5. But yeah, I think they're going to do a second season of that, and I'd watch it. for sure.
Yeah.
Finished season 2 of The Blacklist as well. Good show. Yeah, man. It's one of those shows that's just techie. Where it's like these characters are in techie situations and I don't know where this is going. So yeah, definitely a good show. Yesterday watched Attack the Block.
Old school.
Old school. I'd never seen it before, but yeah.
John Boyega, wasn't it?
As a youth, man.
Yeah, young.
Like, yeah. It's a pretty good movie as well.
It's alright, yeah.
I was watching it and I was like, yeah, it's not like an all-time great or anything like that, but I was watching it and I was like, I expected this to be worse.
Yeah.
And it's actually it was very enjoyable. I'll say that. Very enjoyable. What else? Been watching obviously Solo Leveling, going crazy.
You're watching it now?
I've been watching it in the past couple episodes.
Oh, you did mention that. Oh, you watching?
Yeah, because we watched the episode after the episode last time.
What,
But I am watching it in English.
What episode are you on now?
I've seen episode 6, so you guys are barely ahead of me now.
We're one ahead of you because of the break. Because of the recap.
7.5
Stupid.
recap.
Stupid recap.
But yeah, my man's going in.
So it's
And look at the transformation. It's like instant.
It's funny because I didn't even realize it until because I think it was episode 4 when he started training and stuff, and then he was getting bigger already, and like slowly. Then the next episode he had his hair cut like shorter and stuff, and he's like, oh nice, proper change.
Yeah,
like,
Chiddle's jaw.
like abs all sorts.
Yeah, he had the abs from like episode 3. Like the
Yeah,
nurse
when
comes in and she's like, let me give you does she ask for his number or give her?
She
give
gives
her
her
number.
phone. She gives her phone to him.
And they're like, when did he get abs?
Yeah.
Like, what?
He's only been here 2 days.
So what happens in episode 6 then? I don't want to say anything that's going to spoil 7 because
Episode 6 is the second half of the episode when he goes in the dungeon with that group or whatever they are, and they try to leave him with the spider thing, and he murks it, and then he has to murk them.
Yeah.
And that was he just does it, and I was like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
Like, he just no remorse.
He didn't even think about it.
He just turned on ruthless aggression.
The game said kill. He's had to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says kill or your heart
Or die.
your heart will stop, and he was like, "Well."
So you or me?
He does the Aaron thing of like, well, there's nothing I can do to change this.
He actually didn't though. He was like, this is the way of the world, I guess. So I will now take part.
That's what Aaron did, man.
No,
Aaron's like, I've seen the future. There's nothing I can do. Same thing.
If you say so.
Oh, this is going back to the beginning. Whoops. What else? Been watching Champion as well, and you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
No one makes a single good decision in this show. I'm just watching it and it's giving me anxiety because I'm like, can you people just stop? Like, can you just sit down and think about what you're doing and saying just for a minute, please? Because this is
a reality show.
No. It's a.
I mentioned it before. It's the music one about the guy who's a musician and then his sister is like his writer and stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and it's just fucking ridiculous.
Everyone just acts on impulse, basically.
Just and they let their intrusive thoughts win.
Yeah.
It's all crazy. It's all mad.
It's decent though.
It's
a good show.
It's it's entertaining for sure. But like, I'm just like, please. It's one of those shows where I'm struggling to find someone to root for because everyone is just on foolishness.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, I'm rooting for the mum's boyfriend, and I just feel
he was a nice dude.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for him, but I feel like things are just not going to end well for him the way things are going. But
Dad's an arsehole.
Do you think you're going to watch it, Cam?
No.
So the last episode that I just saw, his dad died in Jamaica, and he tells the mum, like, so these two are separated, Cam.
They got kids together.
They've got kids together, but they're separated. And he comes and they find him sitting outside the house and whatnot. And he's like, he tells the mum, my dad's passed away. I have to go to Jamaica to bury him. You'll come with me. And she's like, how can I come with you? And he convinces her. And then she goes inside and says to her new boyfriend, who she's been with like 6 years.
Fiance or about on the verging
on the verge
of
being fiance, whatever.
Yeah.
They've been living together for the past like 6 years or whatever. And she goes, and he's like, oh, what was that about? And she's like, oh, his father's passed. I'm gonna go over there. She says this. I'm gonna go over there to bury with him to help bury him. And he's like, over where? And she's like, Jamaica. Like, just nonchalantly, Jamaica. He's like, what?
with your ex?
With your ex?
What?
Like, and he's like, how can I accept this? And she's like, well, it's happening. And basically, why?
What's her obligation to his father to bury him?
No one makes good decisions. These are not good people. Like, yeah, I think it's one of those situations where she clearly still loves him or is very attached to him. He just probably did her dirty in some way and blah, blah, blah. But she clearly still loves him and she probably doesn't respect her new man in the same way.
He's a bit of like, he's like the nice guy.
Yeah.
And the ex is like the
bad boy.
Yeah.
Pretty much the bad boy, the cool boy.
Bad boy. He comes in, puts the belt down, tells the kid of be a man, like, man up. You're a champion. Champion never die. Champion never lose. Like
winners only.
Yeah.
Winners only. Yeah. It's very, very like. So yeah, the dad is an arsehole. The mum is that kind of like, yeah, she's still involved with her ex, even though it's been ages. Plus, also, she's always like fawning over her son and not giving the same care to the daughter. With the daughter, it's like, is he alright? Is he alright? And the daughter's like, why don't you ever care about me? You always ask me about him. You never care about me.
How old are these children?
25, and the eldest is the boy, and he's 25, and I assume the girl's probably 23.
Yeah, I would say about that. Yeah, she's not much young. Not much of a difference.
Yeah, they don't really say her age, but she's younger by a little bit.
But she should be working in the shop. That's what the mum wants.
Yeah, the mum wants her
in the
working in the
restaurant.
shop while her son is a superstar rapper, even though she's the one writing the bars.
Yeah,
it's foolish.
And can sing and stuff herself, but
one thing I will say, yeah. I know you said you're not going to watch it, but if you ever snake me like this girl snakes this my man, I don't know, like they recover from it somehow at some like points. We will never recover. We will never be the same. It will be over.
I'm not that guy. I literally I'll let you take full credit on a tune I made. I'll give it to you. You have it.
It's not even that, man. She does some foolishness, man. She okay. I guess you're not gonna watch it. She goes and makes a tune with the Ops.
Yeah.
And that was episode 1. Like, bro, when I tell you it's the Ops for real, right? It's a rapper he's actively beefing with, and that rapper's manager is his baby mum's new man. And she goes and makes a tune and starts working with them. And I'm like, Candice, you please make a good decision. Like, that's just not, there's no way that you could ever look at that and be like, this will be fine. This is not going to cause...
good idea.
Yeah, this is not going to cause drama between me and my brother.
Even them in the studio, I was like, this is like, even like, because obviously like, she went in with a friend and then the friend was kind of like sitting on the guy's lap and all this kind of like, kind of being very flirty. I was like, this is not going to end well. Like, even if nothing happens with your sister, the Ops are going to use this as
ammunition.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just came in and was being a slut for a verse sort of thing, like.
And that's more or less what happened, but worse, but way worse.
Yeah.
And the brother's not innocent, Bill. By the way, the brother's a damn fool.
He's an idiot.
He's a damn
definitely
fool
an
himself.
idiot. Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah. So it's like out of the main characters, I don't really have anyone to root for. Like I'm rooting for the new man, but he's just on the side.
The friend's not too bad as well.
Mehmet.
Yeah. Other than him and the sister behind
his back.
Yeah. Like generally he seems to be
level-headed, but him getting the head from the girl and I was like, you're cooked, son. You're cooked. I'm like, you're finished, son. There's
forgot about that, yeah.
There's no coming back from that.
I thought the girl would have been in the right from your description last episode. I thought the girl would have been in the right.
She's in the right in the sense of she's been mistreated, but how she decides to deal with it is to start whiling. In my opinion, that's never the correct response.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if she just removed herself from the situation, or if she did, or some of the stuff she did, if she did it with other people other than your brother's actual real life ops, like when I tell you, like, all right, cool, they got rat beef, whatever, fine. Being managed by your brother's baby mum's new boyfriend when your brother still wants to be with that baby mum is insane. The rat beef is insane too, but I could put that aside. That's rat beef. That's not real. Who cares? Whatever. I could kind of put that to the side, even though the optics of that is crazy.
Yeah.
But on a real life personal level, this is my baby mom's new guy. I don't like him because I want my baby mom back. And you're here working with him. Nah, I'm sorry. It's pretty like, there's other managers out there. If you want to sing, there's other managers out there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of ways to do this. But yeah. It's a good show. It's enjoyable though.
Yeah.
And then also I've been watching House of the Dragon, which you need to finish Game of Thrones, Cam, so you can watch House of the Dragon, because House of the Dragon was good.
I told you should have watched it. Like,
Yeah.
It saves Game of Thrones, and it brings it back up in my estimates. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, I'm about halfway through, and I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying this. So
Yeah.
far. I'm like, it's very different vibes. It feels more Shakespearean to me. Like yeah, they speak a bit more fancily.
Yeah.
And which is quite funny. But
But it is in the past, no?
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why it's funny to me, because it's in the past, in a completely separate world and universe and stuff. So they don't have to.
They don't have to.
But they were like,
They could speak better.
they could do whatever. But they were like, no, let's actually like spice this up a little bit and make them sound a bit more old timey than the original cast did, and they do. And like their verbiage, their vocabulary, the way they speak is just a bit, not massively so. They're not fully doing to be or not. They're not doing all that, but it's just a little sprinkling of. And I'm like, yeah, you guys did your research and just said we're gonna make this sound a bit more dated, and it spans over a longer period of time as well. Which
Because it's a time skip, no?
sorry,
Isn't there a time skip?
every episode is basically a time skip.
Every episode? Oh, okay.
Well, so from
yeah.
what I've seen so far,
it stops at a point, and then it's kind of based
I thought
on.
there was just like one really long time skip, like in the middle.
nah,
I feel like there's 2 or 3, isn't there?
So like the first episode, then the second episode, like within the second episode, within about 5 minutes, that you have the character saying, "It's been 3 years since the," because they're just telling you, "Hey, it's been a time skip." And then the next episode, "It's been 6 months since the," and it's like, okay, we're we're moving quickly, and you want us to know that time has passed between that and that. It's not the next day like most shows kind of go with.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's cool though, because then it just like contains stories, I assume, per episode, but also one
a wider,
Yeah.
an overarching story, yeah. And yeah, it's good. And Matt Smith is redeeming himself from Morbius,
Oh, I forgot it was in that.
He's a G, innit?
because yeah, he was horrendous in everything about
Morbius was terrible.
horrendous.
Yeah,
So it's not really his fault.
Yeah.
But
It's definitely not the actor's fault.
but he was very bad in it. Really, really bad.
yeah, he was goofy as hell.
Who's your favorite character in it? Is it Matt Smith, Damon? He's a G. He's a gangster.
I like Leroy Smith. I like the
black one with the white dreads.
Yeah, Leroy Smith. Lord Colton or whatever. his name.
Valerian, isn't he?
He's Valerian, but his name is Lord something or other. And he's a Valerian. But I like him because he's like Leroy Smith. But Matt Smith is definitely the most interesting character. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
The G, gangster.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where it's going. So
I can't wait for season 2. It's starting that's coming this year.
Are there any Starks?
You see a Stark, but so far, from what I've seen, no Stark has been of any consequence. But I've seen one. But it's
I think they're mentioned as well, but they're
it's
not.
just like a cameo. But yeah,
Are the houses, are they like their positions within the hierarchy? Are they the same?
pretty much. Targaryen on top. It's a prequel, so Targaryen on top. Lannisters are kind of on the rise, but they're still pretty there. Starks are still up in the north. being abused.
King of the North.
King of the North.
And then the Valerians are like up there as well, with the just below the Targaryens.
Just below the Targaryens.
What
And
was the king in the first in Game of Thrones initially?
Baratheon. I don't think they're mentioned Baratheons.
Not that I remember actually at this point. Not yeah. I don't think I've seen them mentioned so far, but yeah, they mentioned even the Dornish. They mentioned all kinds of people in it,
And they
So-
say winter is coming at like one point in it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
They say winter is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have and they make reference to, and the story will be a song of ice and fire, and it's like, oh my god, like there's some prophecy, there's some prophecy that they're passing down, and it's like okay, you make a reference to the original story, and we all love it.
Is this based on the book as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, man's writing prequels before he finishes the actual damn story. But yeah,
That's crazy.
He needs inspiration, man.
milking it. No joking. I'm just like, I need to know what his vision of the ending was.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably tainted for him.
I reckon that is, because that is how I think that is his vision of the ending, because apparently he told them how to end it, but they
feel
probably
like
did it horrendously.
I feel like he gave them guidance, but I don't think it was actually his vision of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's what how the story's meant to end. That's the conclusion of the actual. So when he writes the book, it'll probably be very differently, but it'll reach the same end point.
Oh, for sure. Like, I can't talk too much because this one is a sweet. But the way how it ends is more or less. I came to that conclusion myself that that's more or less where they were going. Just they rushed it for me.
Massively.
And also in Russian the execution was poor.
Yeah.
So I can see the kind of overall ending being what he wanted to do for sure. But I think he would have taken his time a bit more.
The execution would have been way better.
And the execution, the steps to get there would have been better.
Yeah.
So I'm still curious as to see what steps he takes to get us there.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll redo it once he's actually.
No.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
I know you're looking for the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood type situation, but I don't think they do that over here in the West, unfortunately.
I feel like they should, because it literally ruined the whole show.
And it's too late. You can't get you can't get the band back together.
Yeah, of course. So I guess with anime, you're just animating them, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can't be getting Emilia Clarke into.
Nah.
Yeah, true.
And like Aya looks completely different now. Maisie
Yeah.
Williams, she's completely changed up her whole aesthetic.
They should animate it.
They could do. They could do that and just get them to voice.
Yeah.
That'd be easier. They don't have to shoot on location. Well, they would have to animate it. So, okay, maybe not easier. I was going to say, you would have to fly around and shoot on location. But no, you'd actually have to draw the shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's easier or not. But yeah.
Get AI to do it.
Who? AI?
Yeah.
God forbid. God forbid. Don't.
That's what people will do 100%. When the book comes out, people will 100% do that. Just feed it into the AI. Here's how Game of Thrones should have ended.
Yeah, if he finishes it in like 10 years,
Yeah.
it will be that. But yeah, I think that is pretty much me. Yeah, I'm not really watching anything else other than that.
Oh, I forgot to mention F1, baby. F1's back. I watched the race earlier today. Guess who won? It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kevin Magnussen. No?
It'd be great if he did.
Oh, Daniel Ricciardo, isn't he back?
He's back, but nah, it wasn't him either. Maybe if he wasn't in Red Bull, he would have won.
Oh, so Checo? Is he still driving Red Bull?
He is still driving Red Bull.
Oh, so he won.
Close. He did come second.
All right. So what? Christian Horner's taking out the wheel.
He took out the wheel.
Nah, JK. It was Verstappen, Max.
Yeah, still doing it.
Sick of this guy.
Bro, he was pole, and then he just left everyone behind.
Sick of this guy so much.
Have you seen there's a video of like how F1 drivers how much they have to train to be an F1 driver? I couldn't believe it. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
So like handle the G-force and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because especially because they're going around. Like if it was just one lap, it would be one thing. But because they're driving this car at this speed for like hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
You need to your muscles.
So high focus as well.
Yeah,
like your body. Can't just have you can't just hop in it like it's a regular car and get to drive it.
it's true. Like when they like you see them like doing their before they get in the car, they're doing their warm ups and they're doing like reaction training and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because your reactions just have to be on point in this shit.
Yeah,
because if anything happens, you need to be able to save your life.
Yeah,
basically.
Literally, it's crazy. I didn't realize all that was into it. And then obviously they said there was something about the pit stops as well, how they've gone down from like they used to do like 9 seconds and now they're like 0.4 seconds or something.
Red Bull pit stops are crazy.
Red Bull pit stops are disgusting.
Crazy. Like watching them.
How do you put a tire on that stays on in that time? Like is it
literally they just zzz to put it off, and then one guy just pulls it off. Then the other guy sticks it on, and the guy just zzz again.
So you do, everybody's got one job.
Yeah.
And you just have to execute that job quickly.
Quickly.
So it's just like, zzz, and then take.
I don't understand. Like, how's the screws actually screwed? It's
they
too
got
quick.
just a very fast drill, or like a drill bit that just zzz, boom, just
and
tightens it.
All 4 groups have to be in harmony, because if one of them doesn't put the wheel on quick enough, you're fucking up the whole thing.
You're messing it all up,
And it's so heartbreaking when a pit stop goes wrong, I have to say.
There was a pit stop today where one of the nuts wasn't coming off, so they couldn't get the wheel off. So he was in the pits for like 10 plus seconds. Actually, I feel like it was like maybe 30 plus seconds. And it's like you're losing so much time.
You put your fist through a wall at that point. I'm like, God damn it.
I literally looked up today to see how many people actually help in a pit stop. It's like 20 people that are there. Because obviously you got 3 per tire. Got one at the front, one at the back with
to lift
the
it.
thingies. And then like 2 guys on the side stabilizing. Another guy just checking to make sure that everything's done, and then saying, okay, cool, you can release. They're getting times like 1.9 seconds. It's like disgusting.
That's nuts.
I would be so shocked that it's not done properly.
This is what I mean.
Like, I understand that they've obviously practiced this like crazy and stuff, but I'd just be so shocked. Actually, no, and that does happen.
It has happened, yeah.
I've seen like in Drive to Survive, this was ages ago, they didn't tighten the wheel back up properly, and the guy in the pit stop was just like, he's just like, that didn't feel right. He's like, and obviously you don't, like, it was 1.9 seconds.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe it was, but I'm not, like, I'm just not confident. Like, I'm not sure that I tightened that properly. I'm not sure that actually is tight. And then like the guy's driving and he's like, no, I feel my wheel. I was like, no, you got to come back.
Got to come back in.
Oh my God.
And that's just time again.
Yeah.
And would you have to go around? You have to obviously go around the whole track, but would you?
And you have to, and to be safe for your safety,
you have to go slow. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was going to ask. Like, surely you wouldn't be speeding around it quickly because if your wheel's about to come off or something.
That's one thing I learned about Formula One that I didn't realize before, though, is that they don't go full. I thought they were just going full out the whole race. They don't. Like,
no, they have strategies in that. So they manage their wheels, manage their brakes, manage everything.
Manage their fuel, So I thought they would just foot down.
I thought it was that as well, Just
but
drive as fast as possible for however many laps.
Because when I first started watching Drive to Survive, I was like, why are they telling him to push? Clearly he's going to be driving his fastest, no? But no, he might be doing a slower lap, like intentionally doing a slower lap.
Yeah.
To conserve whatever he needs to conserve. Based on whoever's ahead of him or whatever strategy is, and then it's like, okay, no, now push, go as fast as you can.
Yeah,
like I'm like, I didn't know there was all this behind this.
Yeah, the most interesting thing for me is when they're like, okay, we're gonna stay out with these tires for a bit to see if there's a safety car, because obviously, if you pit on the safety car, you will stay like relatively in range of everyone, so you're calm. And I'm like, that's crazy. You're like hoping that something messes up for someone else so that you can get that opportunity to have a better race. Because obviously if like someone crashes or like something falls off of their car, they have a safety car, everyone slows down, gets in like a single file line,
so they can clean
and so
up.
if you pit at that point, you will just slot back in place, not like right there with them, but you'll
be at the back in the
And if someone else hadn't pitted, once the safety car's gone, they have to pit now.
then
and
you
you
lose.
can get
Yeah.
past them and you get ahead.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
it's crazy.
This is how they screwed Lewis.
And so that's where, because obviously that was safety car thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. They screwed him
When was that?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
I need to watch Drive to Survive. I've been meaning to watch
Yeah.
it. It's season 6 now, isn't it? There's a lot of
Yeah.
seasons. I'm like, oh,
Screwed
it's a lot.
Lewis. Like, they usually let the cars, they usually don't let the cars unlap themselves or whatever it was. I can't remember. And they did it and they screwed Lewis. Oh, yes, that's it. They let them unlap themselves. That was it. Because there were cars between Lewis and Verstappen.
Yeah.
So Lewis was in first. Then behind him was a person in 24th. Or would it be 20? Oh, no. Behind him was like the person in 20th. And then 21st and 22nd and 23rd, then 24th. Then there was Verstappen in second.
Yeah.
Behind them because Lewis had lapped them. And they let because of the safety car, whatever, they were like, okay, cool. The cars 20 through 24
Go in front.
can go in front of Lewis and then we'll restart the race.
Yeah.
But usually they don't do that. They leave those cars in the way. And for Lewis, this was a robbery because Verstappen had pitted, he hadn't. So Verstappen had fresh tyres, wherever. He was good to go. Lewis didn't pit because he didn't want to have the cars unlap themselves. He
Yeah.
specifically didn't pit because he didn't want he wanted those cars to be between him and Verstappen because Verstappen would have to go past them to get to him. And then the race officials changed the rules on the fly and were like, no, unlap yourselves. And then so now Lewis is there with his beat down car. Verstappen's got his fresh car.
And
he
has to pit.
And he
loses the place,
and he
doesn't
just
get it
lost
back.
it, and that was it.
Terrible.
And I just remember like Twitter melting down, and I'm not on Formula One
Yeah.
Twitter, and I just remember seeing people like, no, this is not right.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
But it's because you changed the rule. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the rules say this, and you went and did that, and it's crazy. And just because it was the final race of the season, and they do things for entertainment purposes, and I hate when sports do this. It happens in basketball as well. Well, the rule will be one thing, but they'll be like, but it's more entertaining if we do this. So they won't. So they'll change and bend the rule a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not fair, man. It's not fair.
Nah.
It happened in football today, apparently. The Liverpool-Forest game, like Liverpool, it was 0-0 until like the 90th minute or something. And then Liverpool had a player go down injured, but not Forest had the ball. And the referee, obviously, if it's a head injury, they stop the play sort of thing. So they stopped the play. Forest kicked out, they stopped the play. And then the referee gave the ball back to Liverpool. And then Liverpool scored. So it's like, and then they're investigating it now. Why did the referee do that?
Yeah.
So that's probably exactly
It was
what you
literally
said,
that. So, and they had to do an investigation as well as to why the stewards made the decision that they did.
Yeah.
And I think the result of the investigation was basically they shouldn't have done that, but we're not overturning the result. Like, it's done. It was like, it's done now. They probably shouldn't have done that, but it's done now.
Yeah.
So whatever. Congratulations to Verstappen. Sorry to Lewis, but it's done
That's
now.
so peak. That is so peak. Yeah, because I remember them melting down as well, and I have no idea what was going on. I was like, I know these names, but that's about as much as it is.
Yeah, I remember. I just saw the height, and I was like, "Let me go see what happened." And I saw it, and I was like, yeah, that's dodgy."
Yeah.
That's definitely because if there was the cars between them, I do believe Lewis is one of the goats of the sport.
Yeah.
He's good enough that he can do that on his broken down car or whatever. He's good enough if he's got a couple of cars behind him to disrupt Verstappen from being able to pick up speed. He's good enough to stay ahead.
Yeah.
But as soon as he loses that, and Verstappen's a great driver as well. As soon as he loses the people in between, and Verstappen's just in the better car at that point, and it's two good drivers. One's in the bad car, one's in the better car. The one in the better car is just gonna win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But Lewis still one of the goats, man, for sure.
He's gone to Ferrari, hasn't he, now? Or going to
next year
Ferrari?
he's
I
going
heard
next
about
year,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
I think he has the most Grand Prix wins.
For now, Verstappen's on 3, man.
Not thingy, individual races, not.
Oh, individual Grand Prix,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Verstappen is crazy. I want to know how much of it is the car and how much of it is him. Like, I need to know.
Look at Checo.
Checo came second, so the car's obviously good. But last year, Checo was just doing disgusting things on the track, like in comparison to Max. Like,
Well, then there you go. That's what I'm saying. That's your.
no, but I want to
barometer.
see what he does in another car,
Oh, okay.
or I want to see what someone else can do in the Red Bull, like a good driver.
Like a Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's never leaving Red Bull, or not until Red Bull,
Yeah.
not until Red Bull provide him with a bad car. At least, anyway, he's not going to leave them.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's so wild that they have everything right. Like they pit stop better than most people. They have a better car. They have a better driver. It's like crazy. They have everything.
That's how it happens with teams, man.
They got the P's.
And the thing is, and that's what happens when you're good at one thing. People good at a second thing when they come.
Yeah.
And then when you're good at two things, people with a third thing when they come. And when you're good at three things, people with a fourth thing. That's just what happens with you being good. You attract good. And then when you're bad, you don't get nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, man. But anyway, let's wrap this up. Unless anyone's got anything else.
Nah, man.
All right. Well, watch wrestling, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because wrestling's really we're talking about Formula 1, but wrestling's really good right now as well. We're gonna get Cam to watch WrestleMania this year.
I feel like you have to, and then we can talk about
I
it.
don't have to do anything.
I feel like that's a very podcast thing that we need to do.
I feel like that's something that we need to do.
Want to.
Night one, because it's The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. And I know how much you like Seth Rollins. I always say this. I'm joking. But it's The Rock. You know The Rock from back in the day. Come on.
The actor.
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson.
Actor.
So, man, come. Watch night one. Have a little...
When is this?
6th of April.
It's just a Saturday. That might even be a podcast day for all we know.
It's not. I just checked.
It's not.
Unfortunately.
And this will be in the middle of the night.
Oh, in the early hours of the night, about now.
I'll have to stay up.
You'd have to.
You'd
not
be
go to
up
sleep.
anyway.
Yeah.
You probably handle that better than the rest of us. Yeah. No, I think it'll be good, and then we can talk about the podcast for sure. You don't have not both nights because I'm probably not watching Sunday live, but
Saturday night, yeah.
Saturday night. That sounds like a fun thing to do. And you can come here and be bad vibes as well. But just be here.
Be bad vibes.
Because I know you're going to be. No one's gonna tell you have to come here with
Cam's
a smile
gonna
on
be
your
there,
face.
slightly like adrenaline in my soul.
It'll put me to sleep. It's gonna be so boring.
If that's what happens, that's what happens, isn't it? But come, I think
We'll see. I got a month to decide.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
It will be good,
and especially because, like I say, of all the years of wrestling I've watched, and of all the situations I've had going on, whatever, right now is legitimately the best time that I've seen.
This means nothing to me.
You have two people here whose opinions I should hope you respect
On everything else.
on everything else. Just
I can't respect your opinion on wrestling because I don't respect wrestling.
I mean that's fair. I guess.
But the one thing, this is like obviously you growing up with wrestling. You probably would have seen a bit of the Attitude Era where it was very good, and then a lot of it would have been bad. I didn't watch wrestling for from 2005 till last year. I haven't watched it really. I've watched bits here and there. WrestleMania I've watched, but that's
I've never watched wrestling.
He's never really watched wrestling. But what I will say is though, the reason why it's good is because they're telling good stories. I know the part of wrestling that you don't necessarily mess with is the stuff that happens in ring. I feel like, but the overarching narratives that they're telling right now, sensational.
Yeah.
That's the part that's really good right now. It's with wrestling, the previous years or whatever, we've always had good wrestling, which I guess you don't really know about or care about. But the storylines haven't necessarily been to that level. Whereas right now, and the characters, but right now, in terms of character development, storylines, all of the kind of general things of entertainment out that just go across all forms of entertainment outside of wrestling. So your storytelling and characters, all of that stuff, they are cooking with grease right now when it comes to those things, which is making the whole package just way more enjoyable because it's you're invested. Like I was saying to Bez earlier, people were posting behind the scenes stuff of the wrestlers being buddy and stuff. I'm right now is not the time to see it. Before it's fine because I don't really care about the story anyway. Right now, I want to believe this story is real. So don't show me these backstage images. I don't want to see it because they're cooking with grease, and I'm like, yeah, it's going in, man.
And like a lot of it is doing really well. Like
Yeah,
it's not even just like one story.
thing.
A lot of it
Yeah.
is like interesting.
And like you got strong characters like with clear motivations. Like man has to finish his story and all that. Like it's a lot. But yeah, I think it'll be good. But anyway, let's wrap this up. We are out of here for another 2 weeks. Make sure you follow us on all the socials other than Facebook and Threads.
He did it right this time.
I always do it right. don't listen to any episode before this one. I always do it right. But yeah, make sure you follow us at the 5 Letters Podcast on everywhere other than Facebook and Threads. We're gonna end on a tune from boom. Let's see what we got.
Jordy?
That's the one.
It's Jordy and
Jordy and featuring JME. I don't remember what the song's called though. So that's what I'm looking for. Give me a second, I'll grab it. Get it loaded up. Wonderkid, there we go. So yeah, it's Jordy featuring JME, track title Wonderkid. Definitely a vibe, man. I think this episode just had good, like really good. Like the music's always good, but this episode just had really
strong
good
lineup.
music.
Yeah,
strong 3 tracks there. So yeah, Jordy featuring JME, track title Wonderkid, and we'll catch you in 2 weeks' time. Peace.
Feels right. Yo. Wonderkid, wonder who, wonder this. Went to sets, spun the shit, got the proof, run the clips. Baby girl, pre the boy, take her home, done the biz. Move bitch, ludicrous. Wanna be great, run the risk. Look, they can't believe the boys indie. I told labels no thank you like Simbi. The project you man drop is just stinky, but me I've been letting them go like I'm Mindy. Only Pops can sunder kid. I spaz when my producer comes link me. I'm like PK, it's all jinky. They don't wanna put their stuff next to this. I ain't even got no fucks left to give. 2012 I dropped out like I'm Ye. Now I'm like Jay, I'm so close to big. Got one cuz going mad on the beats, and I got another cuz getting them beats made. Family business, we're coming like Wayne's, and I'm really a top boy, I'm Duchesne. Wonderkid, I'm the one to watch, you're the one to miss. Told the boys, take a trip, see the world, bun the bits. Hit the dance, clock the chicks, pre the bop, confidence. Different league, long for him, Champs League, conference. When I was 18, I was fucking with cards like Clinton's. I'd be a ting, then link them. Take Halifax cards and print them. It's all business. When I hit licks with my dogs, man, raise up a glass and clink them. Fed took unks, I was like shit then. Happens all so fast, don't blink then. Wonderkid.
The 5 Letters Podcast.